Soulbeast maces, kind of good. Who could have possibly seen this coming? And this is with Berserker gear, by the way. No boons, self-provided, you know, eating through this golem, and that's without even entering beast mode. It does 47k and gives allies all the support in the world. Let's go!
It's all out of control.
So yeah, the new weapons are kind of ridiculous, and I kind of get that. You want the people to buy the new expansion and play the new stuff, but also, this, you know, just wanted to show that off a little bit. If you haven't seen the Reddit post, I'm going to pull it up in a second. It kind of dissects what I pinpointed a while ago, you know, months ago when they showed this off, and everyone kind of knew all along. And that's that most of these specs, you look at the tooltip, right? That's a book compared to some of the old weapons, right? And, you know, taking the protection duration or any kind of balance out of it, like, these effects are nutty, right? The number of things all of these things do. And compared that to some, not even like warrior mazes, right? Compared it to just old, good weapons, right? It's kind of insane how juiced a lot of these things, warrior staff included, are. You know, maybe we'll get some balanced TBD soon, but it doesn't look like it's going to be on the 19th too much concerning the new weapons. So let's pull this up here. I just wanted to show this off a little bit. This is the Reddit post that made it, you know, it's very funny comparing it to Thief. 47k bench, supposedly uptime. I haven't tested myself, but I also suck at Ranger, but also I believe it. 5-man, 12 seconds of protection, 5-man, 12 seconds of regen, 15k barrier, 650 break bar damage. Hello, welcome back. Hopefully your night is going great, Gibbs. 1 stack stability for 1 second 3 times throughout the loop. 5k healing throughout the loop. And this is like 10-second loop-ish with these tooltips, with quickness and alacrity. And then 3 triple condition cleanses. And this is a damage build that does this, right? So why does this happen? Well, let's look at Oaken Cudgel, and you can kind of see this tooltip is not accurate. It's actually less protection world versus world, but like this nature's strength effect clearly was supposed to be built into a different elite spec that didn't get finished or was scrapped or was just left over from this relic of Norris, and it just does something else, right? And that's fine. Like, you can have this effect and adjust the numbers for it to be cool and balanced and fun, but they just kind of didn't do that, right? Like, look at this. So for now, enjoy your juiced weapons. We'll be jumping back into world versus world, and I'll be tooling around while doing our usual giveaway night. Welcome back if you're new. I am Pseudo. I do lots of build crafting videos, theory crafting videos, complaining about Bladesworn almost in my sleep at this point, but what's new with that? And yeah, hopefully, you know, having new weapons that are juiced isn't bad. And I kind of wanted to talk to the community about it because hopefully you guys can share some insight on classes I don't really main or play. Most of my knowledge is like in Mesmer and NG and Warrior. So that's kind of where a lot of my repertoire lies. But I like hearing from people who are like, you know, Ranger mains. Because one of the things I did learn when I was trying to make a Druid build was Ranger's not, it's good. It's better than Warrior. It's made better than Warrior, but it's not as good as people might think. And that kind of comes into play a lot with like grass is always greener philosophy, right? And yeah, things like Warrior could use some tweaking or reshuffling of traits, but so could Ranger probably somewhere, and even Revenant or Guardian or Elementalist is perfect. That just, you know, nothing we can do about that. But let's jump into World versus World. I have an alternate World versus World build that will be in the description. I updated everything except for that after this. But let's go around. If you're new, welcome back. Thank you for the subs. We had 1 follower over the break. Actually, a couple followers. I can't say that name, but I'm going to try for the second one. Rorumen Mil Brates. That is a lot of consonants in a row if that's your real account. So kudos to you on being able to spell or speak a different language than I can. But I've been enjoying a lot of Warrior Staff, partially because it also has juice tooltips. They're mostly just in the form of raw numbers, though. Like, this heals 2,000 flat without any healing power, which is kind of insane. Very sustaining if you've been in the position of playing a Warrior or Warrior v Warrior fight or any kind of World versus World sustained battle recently since the patch. But Ranger maces are crazy, possibly even more than Ellie Pistol, but those two aside, I think they did a really good job with most of the weapons. I think they're really solid additions. Revenant Scepter, quite good. NG Shortbow, NG is still pretty lukewarm on. Thief, I had a comment today that it doesn't directly supplant Pistol because it makes it like easier to do your PvE rotation, which I kind of get, but also like it's still just Pistol to me, and it really seems like they were trying to develop Axe Thief and just ran out of time for the second one. So I don't know. Consensus might be that Ellie Pistol is meh Ocean Bat. If I had to guess, if I had to put money or guess on this, I would say that it's mostly down to it being unbelievably complicated. And like many things in the game that are unbelievably complicated, the people that know how to build it or use it are doing that, right? Like, you know, people don't understand warrior intricacies, so no one builds it other than damage warrior. But there are ways and cool interactions for you to build these kinds of things. I would have to say that Ellie Pistol is just one of those where it's they don't know, people don't know what they're doing. And this guy just wants the Dual EX. I'll let him have the Dual EX. I feel bad. Okay, fine. I'll fight you. That's fine. I was gonna, like, let you live, but whatever. But yeah, I would have to say that Ellie Pistol is probably in that camp of people don't know what it does yet or what the buttons do. So they're probably not utilizing it to its full capacity. But maybe I'm wrong. I'd love to hear from some Ellie players why that might be true or why that might not be true. Again, I'm not the main character of existence. Maybe one day when I level up enough or put enough points into my skill tree. But, you know, I'd love to hear from you guys if you know, are an Ellie player out there. Maddie, where are you? What you think of it now that we've gotten some more hands-on time with that. But the video went up on the channel and the great interview they did over the weekend. I don't want to complain too much because people don't really dig that, but I wanted to do a video, really short follow-up on that, doing the like duality of YouTube, because what I'll get whenever I put videos like this up, and it happens literally every single time, within almost 5 minutes, I'll get people, oh, you're sucking Anet's dick too much. And then like the reverse comment, oh, you're being way too hard on Anet. You know, they've been doing really well lately. They're at least trying. And it's like, I'm trying to remain Sweden here, man. I don't know what people want. I mean, I know what people want. That's to complain because words are easy and works hard, like Kel says. So I get it. It's the nature of YouTube. But take that with a grain of salt. Thank you for all the positive feedback I've gotten, because I've gotten a lot of people tell me like, hey, I completely missed this. This interview is huge. Really good commentary. So shout out to you guys. Thank you. One positive comment means the world and helps me wade through all the tripe that thus is world versus world. That finisher's dope, Aries, the airships, because it's kind of really busy and it it confuses the ever-loving balls off of your opponent whenever I've used it, so I really enjoy it. We're trying a little bit of a different build today. As we get into our giveaways, we'll be doing trivia in a little bit, followed by our RNG giveaway or two, so look out for that depending on how many people win the trivia. But I usually do giveaways every week, Monday or Tuesday, at least 100 gold plus. Also, go hit up, what was it? Muckluck had a really good video where he tried, I posted about it. He tried Bladesworn, and it's up on YouTube. And I highly recommend going and watching that video, because within about 10 seconds of playing that class, he realizes what all warrior players have been saying for years, and that's that Alacrity belongs on Spellbreaker, not Bladesworn. So we'll see. You know, go tell Anet. Maybe they'll listen, maybe they won't. Go comment on that video. It's a good watch. He's a good YouTuber. Like him a lot. This guy is back, dude. Yeah, Kate. We doing weird stuff. Playing meta stuff is too easy. I always have to make weird builds. This isn't really a fair fight. This person just wants the camp. This is the second time they will have died. I'll stop bullying him. Yo, Killer, what's up? Welcome back. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're enjoying the content on the channel. I'll stop bullying this poor new person and let them get the camp. Did he just target cap me? I think that pull just missed because he had too many minions. Oh, Lord. That's funny. Oops, shouldn't have popped that. It's okay. Ah, the delay. The unintentional buff that arenanet give me saved me there. That's great. I love it. Wow, that is a glassy mesmer. Ooh, yeah, it's a lot of damage. That mesmer is all the power damage. What is this relic of the thief? Yeah, it's just a PvE mesmer. Oh, that's funny. Thoughts on greatsword strike damage Willbender? I don't know. I think it's fine. I think the big thing that's elevating Willbender to bullshit status in World versus World is the alacrity, and once if and when they remove that killer, it'll be fine. But I know my opinion really differs from a lot of people. I mean, the bigger thing I worry about is they're giving it, like, supposedly, maybe they've changed it since then, hopefully, but, like, the Heaven's Palm always should stomp. The elite that no one uses always should have stomped, like, one target, and that's really cool. They're giving it an evade on startup, and it only has a 1/4 second cast. So they're giving evades to a class that's never historically had an evade, and it's like Bull's Charge, so it's a CC, potentially for 4 people with an evade on startup with a 45-second cooldown, and they didn't say they're removing alacrity from Willbender. And Jesus Christ, if you don't know where the problems are with this yet, like, I don't know, glasses are needed. Send help, because that's insane. I really favor them standardizing, like, things like stomp animation or something, like even Banner of finishing your opponent on warrior, like the elite skill, has a 2-second cast time. The entire thief chain, the thief chain or whatever it's called, like finishing strike or finishing blow, that ends in finishing blow, on the elite on Daredevil, has like a 2-second cast time if you give yourself quickness, because it has 3 skills you have to cast first. So giving the ability of a skill that already has a shorter cast time that can be affected by quickness, when they already standardized stomp and res time to 2 seconds, like, it's an elite skill and it should be good, but it shouldn't, like, break the rules of the game. You know what I mean? It's kind of like giving, when they gave Dragon Trigger the stun and damage, it's like, okay, that was a big thing you had to spec into. It's like the only thing the class has, so it's kind of okay and it's an exception. Then they decided it wasn't okay, so it's just like, I don't know, Guardian privilege, I suppose. But unclear. I'm not opposed to cool things being in the game. I, you know, like Willbender to have cool things too. Same with Ellie, same with Rev, same with Ranger. You know, we'll see. As with most things, let them cook. But it's interesting, right? It's an interesting discussion of, like, okay, when are conventions of the game okay to keep around, like the 2-minute or 2-second flat res or 2-second flat stomp without any interference, right? And when do they need to be adjusted? It's kind of a, I don't know, interesting discussion if nothing else. That's why I'd really like to one day interview Cal and be like, yo, what's up with this? Like, what's up with target cap? You know, why is this 3 targets while new abilities are all 5 targets, right? Kind of weird. I don't want to use Dragon Trigger too much here. I'm going to rocket off the edge from it being buffered weirdly. But I think Willbender's damage is fine. They're just supposed to be Thief without stealth. I don't really know. What are your thoughts on it? If anyone out there plays Willbender, hit me up in the comments, because I played it a little bit in PvP just to see how to, like, fight it and stuff. And it's strong. It's still strong in PvP, but again, I think the things making it strong are the things that break its convention, right? Not the ability to in and out better or the ability to do damage. It's like, I talked about this last stream a lot. Willbender's one weakness was that especially when I was fighting my friend who, like, main Guardian and Ranger, we were dueling a bunch, even went back when I had my Daring Dragon build, and the thing I noticed was he did a lot of damage, right? Willbender does a lot of damage. That's its thing. It does, the wind kick does a lot of damage, the spin thing that kills you. The caveat to that is, when I was fighting him, the one weakness I noticed was that whenever I did damage to him, it would stick on him, because Willbender's heals at the time all sucked balls, or were conditional, with, like, Litany of Wrath, right? And then they gave it, like, they buffed the ever-loving balls off of the Signet, so it heals like flat 7.2k and has a shorter cast time than all of their other heals, and passively cleanses conditions. And it's like, what the fuck, arenanet? Like, I keep going back to that balance stream that I keep threatening to do a report card stream on, and like, I enjoy their balance a lot. I really enjoyed their balance philosophy live stream because on paper it's perfect, but they keep saying, "Oh Jesus, fuck." Well, that didn't work out. Should have probably mashed Defiant Stance. On paper, they said one of these things where they want every button to have a place somewhere in some game mode, right? And that's something I've championed for a really long time because, like, you know, where's Fear Me, you know, or where's something like, actually Muddy Terrain wasn't used on Rangers, so that's a bad example for a while. But like, where's this in any game mode? You know, where's this shit in any game mode? And I'm not saying, you know, I can pick out utility skills on any class, but like all of these are useless. But like one of the main things they wanted to focus on was like, okay, we need to bring some of these underused skills up, and then they just like didn't do that. So I don't know. It's very weird. Again, I'm not in their meetings. I wish I was. I wish I could like disseminate that information to you guys a little bit better. Or they do more Q&A, but like, it just seems to conflict a lot with their balance philosophy. But again, they did a stream like 2 years ago. Maybe they've changed in the wake of, you know, maybe Soto started out having new elite specs and then that just didn't happen, right? And that would explain also the, you know, little nature's buffs that existed for a really long time on Ranger and just got rolled in. Sight Beyond Sight is the perfect Bladesworn skill final Shieldnobi. It's just on the wrong class. Like, yeah, it's fucking useless on Spellbreaker, but it... like, you put that thing on Bladesworn, maybe with like a 3 ammunition or something, it's perfect. It makes your next attack crit, which is perfect for Dragon Trigger. It ignores blind. It has ammunition. It's instacast. It's everything you want on Bladesworn. I don't know why it's on Spellbreaker. It's so weird. And just like stuff like that where they have coding done, you know? You don't need to re-engineer Daring Dragon just because, you know, 3 idiots and me were using it and having fun and no one else was using it, so they want to push it. Like, you can just let Daring Dragon exist and then put Alacrity on Spellbreaker. Yeah, it is the perfect Bladesworn skill. Like, yeah, it should probably be buffed and also, like, make your, you know, roll in overcharge cartridges effect so it actually, you know, Dragon Trigger does damage. But it's so weird. And then they just don't do that. It's like, dude, the coding is done. And that's why I get so cheesed off when they're like, hey, we're incrementally buffing all the power skills and fixing Rush in a patch. And it's like, oh my god, just slot the class once. How did that guy have a block? Maybe he evaded it, I don't know. Classic pseudo teleporting into this. Scourge Shade. What's he got? What's he got? Got a greatsword. I've seen a lot of Scourges with greatsword. Nice. Gunsaber 4 going into space even though I shot it like 8 feet from his fucking nose. That's my favorite. Dude, I have Cirrus, really. You know what? I'm gonna let him get the shrine. He probably just wants a daily or something. I feel bad. And it's not just Warrior. There's lots of stuff like that, where they just shuffled some utilities around to really help. The other thing is, like, you have to think about, like, not just within the vacuum of your class, right? Because a lot of the colossally... nothing from you guys, but, like, people commenting on my VODs, and thankfully I have an amazing community that, like, downvotes the crap out of these things. But, like, there will be takes on my videos like... this doesn't work. Only support Spellbreaker will work. Or, you know, I play Warrior exclusively and therefore have a very, very solid view of the balance in this game. And it's like, okay, yeah, you probably have a good view of Warrior balance, but, like, you know, I don't main everything. Cal doesn't main everything. Nobody mains everything in this game. It's not possible. Unless you do nothing but play this game, there are 36 different class combinations before you even get into traits and stuff in this game. It's not possible. So for a second, pretend you're not the main character of existence, and look at the game not in a vacuum from a class, but also from like a top-down perspective of how that class relates and plays to other classes. Because nothing's supposed to win every fight. That'd be cool, but nothing's supposed to win every matchup or every fight. So... Ooh. Harbinger? Harbinger. Hell yeah. Might have to turn my brain on for this chat. So just like, you know, when stuff like that comes up, think for 4 seconds and be like, hey, maybe, you know, warrior balance isn't just relative to warrior. It's like relative to what, you know, how these things match up to ranger, how these things match up to other classes. And think about, you know, oh, okay, they could take like Sight Beyond Sight and throw it on Bladesworn from Spellbreaker, and they could take like this ranger piece and move it over here. Is the title card of this very video correct? You know, is Soulbeast just completely cracked? Right now in PvE it is, but Ranger Maces aren't just Raffle dominating all of World vs. World. They are in PvP, but not World vs. World. So, you know, everything's relative. How are you doing tonight, chat? Hopefully things are going well. We had a 72-degree day here today, and that was insane. This red man is being a bully. Or this green man is being a bully. I'm trying to help you, red bro. Take the opportunity to res your friend. Nice Gunsaber or Dragon Trigger glitching out there. It's all good. Yeet. People are out today. Are like the World vs. World dailies really easy or something? I love it. I unironically kind of love this. Fight two of you. It's not gonna happen. I mean, I hope he hit... he seems to like Captain Crapface a lot. I hope he hits him up for advice. Mukluk is a great support player. He really enjoys support in this game, and I think with how much fun he had with Warrior Staff, he will revisit it at some point. So, that's really good. Nice Ghost Walk. That was really good. Nice. That doesn't take me up there. Warrior teleports when, am I right? I have to run all the way around this hill, and by then my allies will be dead. Yep. That's good. Now, if you haven't seen the Mukluk's video on like both Quickness Berserker and Support Bladesworn, go watch them. They're really good watches. I know they showed up in the Warrior forums. I've been keeping a half an eye on that. So... it's really solid. I didn't watch the Rightful American Healthcare Chrono one. Warrior Staff, he loved the staff, but the only problem with the Warrior Staff is it's Warrior. Yeah, obviously. I think Captain Crapface has that covered, though. He does really... he recently did a video basically getting to the same conclusion that I did when I made my very first Warrior video, not the Bladesworn one, the Core Warrior one, which is... they need to make Fast Hands baseline already, and it's weird that they haven't. Warrior in 2024 needs more than just a button. And they kind of gave that to Bladesworn and admitted that, and also gave it, like, Bladesworn... how do I phrase this? I was talking to CC about like balance in this game and how the game has evolved around a lot of classes like Thief and Warrior that only really have one button. And Bladesworn feels so radically different from a base warrior class because it A, generates any kind of passive flow generation. You don't have to slot in like Rage Signet, it just gets that for free. And then B, it has way more buttons, even though, you know, you can only use some of them in Dragon Trigger. So it's really weird, right? Yeah. And I brought up the fact that, like, I think it was actually in the comments on his video, so people might have seen this. I apologize if it's redundant. The reason Fast Hands probably isn't baseline is also the same thing that I said in my original video, was at the time Bladesworn was right on the horizon and no one knows what the crap it did. But, you know, once they nerfed the shout tactic reload thing that never should have been in the game, I hated Shoutsworn, that was really stupid. I mean, no offense to you if you liked it, I just thought the interaction was pretty dumb and really needed to be nerfed. Like, once they took that away, Bladesworn did need to take discipline in a lot of game modes, and it's like, okay, look. Yeah, so I don't really know. Like, check this out. All of my other projectiles are like going into space here. Cool game. Oh, Jesus. How did that happen? I don't even think he can get out of there. I think he's just stuck in there. Can I hit him with melee attacks? Hello, sir. I can. Half my stuff doesn't count as melee attacks half the time, though. I can hit him with, like, weird AoEs. Can I hit him with the staff auto? I can't even see this guy's health bar. Yeah, we'll be doing trivia in a little bit. Giving away 25 gold and then RNG giveaway or 2, depending on how many people win trivia. So sign up for that. All you have to do is, like, exist on YouTube or be followed on Twitch. That'll be in 15 minutes, so get it done, chat. And thank you to everybody who is dealing with my bot, because I really want to find a bot that you don't have to be followed on Twitch, but, like, they're all, like, linked into the API, so I don't know. Oh yeah, this song rules. It's a cover. I think it's Amelie, I'm not sure. No, Richard EB and Christina V. I try to shout out people. I mean, now he's stuck in death, Ares. Now he's on his respawn timer. I freed him from his mortal coil. It's alright. What are you guys enjoying? What do you think about your new weapons? Is anyone out there? Is there one NG shortbow enjoyer that is like, no, Reddit's wrong? You know? I'm really curious, because staff on warrior is pretty obviously just juiced via the numbers, but it kind of has to be, so I don't really know if the other weapons are artificially juiced or not. I've heard from a couple necro players where they say it still feels kind of weak, which is weird because to me it feels really strong compared to all the other weapons, but maybe the interactions suck, I don't know. Oh, Jesus. How am I... Look at this. I'm not in combat, chat. Like, out here, mashing on the Zerg, not in combat casually. You know, warrior things. Oh, Jesus. Now I'm dead. Nope, not dead. Staff is that OP. Oh, Jesus. I think they have this tower now, which is tragic, and I don't have enough health to survive this fall. Really like to have enough health to survive this fall. I don't. Now I might. Ooh, damn. Close one, chat. That was close. It feel? Does it feel good? Dude, if we get shortbow next expansion, I quit this game, Ocean Bet. We need pistols. We need pistols. I just don't know how they give them pistols, honestly. Maybe the finishers can heal or something. I need to send you a phone, Ares. It's okay. I'm glad you're enjoying maces, though. I can't imagine they feel bad. Something I noticed, actually, and I can bring this up a little bit before we do trivia. give you guys a chance to read my mind a little bit, is the effect is not the same. And I don't know if they changed this from the beta, but the effect on Oak and Cudgel is actually not the same, or like the buff they get, rather. Like, it's not the same as Relic of Norris. Like, it adds damage, it adds AoE healing, and it refreshes your skills and gives you stability, which is different from Relic of Norris, which adds damage, condition damage, reduced incoming damage, and actually heals you for outgoing damage. So Relic of Norris is probably, like, on balance still better. Granted, there's not a lot of stuff that gives you stability in the game, so I don't really know. Unclear, really. But I'd be interested to hear from any Ranger mains out there what they think. Oh yeah, it's crazy in PvE. Everything's crazy in PvE, but it's like super crazy, Ares. Oh, I actually don't have to not use my cat. I can use my dope new cat skin. I love this thing. I've been in NG... Is that past tense? Been in NG main for a long time? Yeah, it's nice that all the shortbow stuff's unblockable for tagging, right? That's really, really good. But other than that, yeah, I don't really know. Oh, I thought I'd go around the lantern. God damn it. Let's go. Is this our camp? Do we have everything on this map? What the F, chat? Why are we even here? EBG it is. Let's go. I just really wish they'd given Thief 2 weapons and NG 2 weapons instead. I think that would have been way better. These, I think inherently, when I started build crafting, I noticed that two-handed weapons obviously have 5 weapon skills usually, you know, unless you squint or are missing an eye or, like, I don't know, or having a brain aneurysm, at least 5. But the downside of two-handed weapons is they can't be customized with anything, so you have to balance it always based on what that weapon does. So inherently, in my mind, two-handed weapons should almost, like, just be a little bit juiced always. Never gives, they don't. They already tried that. They ticked their box where they buffed rifle ancillary, like, ancillarily, if that's a word, and they'll never touch it again. I don't know. The non-cynical part of me says, I don't know, but I would also like a real ranged weapon, TBD. Or the real answer is when they give it to Ranger, right? Then it'll hella not be a meme weapon. But to me, two-handed weapons, whether it's Greatsword on Reaper or a non-specialization thing like Greatsword on Warrior, or Longbow on Warrior, or like Greatsword on... I don't know why I'm only thinking of Greatsword. Greatsword on Guardian or Staff on Guardian need to inherently kind of be better because you can't customize the skills with another weapon, but they're just kind of not. So I don't really know. Yeah, if you're having fun with it, do it, right? Like, I'm running Discipline, Defense, Bladesworn and making it work, right? Like, sorta. Not, you know, being like, oh, this build is meta, it's the only thing that works. Dude, you run what you're having fun with right now, because have you seen these tooltips? Like, this thing has an 18-second cooldown and heals for 2,000 and gives you protection and Aegis. This one heals for 1,000 and has an 8-second cooldown. Well, maybe someday you'll get to run both, right? I almost think the solution to Bladesworn is make the Gunsaber the elite skill and give it back its weapon swap. Like, either that, or you make Dragon Trigger the elite skill and give it back its burst skills, and like Gunsaber, it burst skill is tactical reload and it costs all of your flow or something. Thought about this a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I think the intention of NG Shortbow was kind of be Mortar Kit light, but AoE, like bigger AoE, lower range Mortar Kit, which doesn't feel like they're filling a design hole, you know? A lot of the Mortar Kits already leave fields. I guess the NG ones leave different fields, but I really still would have preferred them to get like main hand focus or main hand scepter, offhand focus, and something like that, so NGs could customize their loadout. Which is also kind of the main failing of Axe on Thief. It's just like it does one thing and that's it. Offhand would have been better. All right, turn your brains on, chat. You got 10 minutes. Go get some water. We'll be doing trivia in a little bit. Also, if anyone has alternate viewpoints or like feedback on the video or what I did well or what I did poorly, let me know. Like I said, I try to remain pretty neutral when I do those as far as like criticism as well as praising of arenanet, because I think after 10 years, that's a really important thing to, you know, be open to. Everyone in every company does some things well and some things poorly, even if the person is great or the company sucks and vice versa. I was playing a WoW shaman. Dual maces, but dropping spirits instead of totems. Do you have all of the blocky graphics cosplayed as well? Are you wearing like the Iron Man outfit, Ares? I kid. WoW actually updated their graphics, didn't they? And it was like pretty alright. Every time I look at WoW, I'm like, oh, this game was made like 40 years ago. I remember this. But, you know, Guild Wars 2 has problems too, obviously. I had a really funny take where someone compared Guild Wars 2, like, even though it was up in profit, to ESO or, like, Microsoft as a whole. And I was like, that studio's twice the size. They don't publish their earnings reports. They're doing well. And, like, someone responded, like, just because Guild Wars 2 is doing well or ESO is doing well doesn't mean the other one is doing poorly. Like, just because you hate hamburgers, you don't, or like hamburgers, you don't hate hot dogs. People are so weird. Everyone wants to fight. It's so strange. Everyone wants to fight. No one's open to being wrong on the internet. So it's very odd. But thus is the world. I'm glad you're enjoying your WoW shaman Ares. I made a kick-ass cosplay of one of the Ruby girls. A couple of them actually. I think I did Weiss as well. I don't really like Weiss, but I think back in the day when that show was good and I was really into it, I did all of them. Ruby Rose is pretty easy. The one that if I do say so myself, I think Black Belladonna, my little get-up of her was pretty good. Even though for the other ones, I really don't like their outfits after they refresh. One person out there will know what I'm talking about. It's okay. You would trade arenanet stock. I wouldn't. They're up 15% and they're the only NCSoft game doing well. If anything, if I was NCSoft, I would put more money into this game, especially if you can show a profit right now in the games industry. But you're a stock trader. I'm not. This is not financial advice. It's weird that doesn't do the gun saber like one ammunition effect either. I see this game lasting for at least the projected, 2.5 more years that they have announced. If not more. I think if you can do it well in the games industry right now when everyone's experiencing hella layoffs and stuff and arenanet isn't hemorrhaging people, I think they'll be just fine. Nice, Dragon Trigger glitching. Can I bring back the old Dragon Trigger failing for no reason counter? Hang on. Yeah, I've got it here somewhere. Hold, please. That's not it. Yeah, there we go. Hey, it's accurate, too. Oh, Dragon Trigger. What would you guys like to see me theorycraft, or do you have any suggestions on the channel? I was going to look into support Quickness Berserker. I don't know how viable it is for raids. I mean, I'm sure it's good. Muckluck played it and he loved it, so I'm sure it's good. He's more of an authority on support builds than I am, for PvE anyway. But I was looking into just like trying to make a Zerging build and running around with a Zerg, since that's some different content I don't usually do. So if that's something people would be interested in, even if you catch the VOD, like, let me know. I think the strength of Linebreaker, obviously, is that it's not a real projectile, so it just immobilizes no matter what, which is crazy. Again, there's things on Warrior, too, that are just, like, weirdly busted, so it's always an interesting discussion of what should do what. What's up, Sergio? Hopefully you're well. Hopefully your week is going amazing. I'm getting absolutely ganked right now. Do not have a staff on, tragically. Gonna run into these, like, pylons or whatever they are. I'll come back and fight you, dude. I just need the right weapon. 2 more seconds, 1 more second. There we go. Dang, the frog's helping me out. Frogs are helping me out, chat. It's too good. That was a good burst. Nice, it did 750 damage there. Isn't it a good skill? Oh. How did he have, what's it called? The shout up again? That was really cool. How did he pull me? Jesus, what is going on? Dude, this perma CC necro. That was really good. Good job, dude. Oh, he has swords, right. God damn. Nice place of the year. I didn't even notice. Is it like over her like tits or something? One thing I do like about art is like the AI thing, is there's going to be an infinite number of thumbnails. Granted, I try to credit the artist that the AI I use is trained on, so go hit him up if you have any questions. But that one's really, really sick. I wish I could draw that well one day. Have been practicing, but it takes like 10,000 hours to master a skill. All right, you got 3 minutes, chat. Get your brain on. Hint for trivia. It is something that we have already gone over tonight. So rewind the VOD if you want to win some money. I want to fight that Reaper again. That was sick. I wish I hadn't spent half that fight in Greatsword. I have like no County Cleanse on this build as well. I have like 1 on Discipline Swap and 1 on hit with a burst skill. That's it. Theoretically, I should probably rerunning Shake It Off where Dolyak Signet is, but we meme in tonight. Again, I try to make the things that arenanet puts in the game work, even if they, you know, kind of bad. That's why I spent like a year and a half theory crafting a Daring Dragon build. I wanted to make it work, and then it did, and then it exploded. I'm not bitter. You're bitter, chat. Oh, man. Where's that Reaper? Come here, fight me. You take the camp? He took the camp. He has a friend. Hell yeah. Damn. Dolyak on friend violence. Oh, it's a Harbinger too. This is going to be a problem once he uses the elixir of win the game. Dude, I am so stunned. He corrupted all my stability. Oh, right. They're necromancers. They corrupt. Do any of the sword skills corrupt, chat? I thought they were trying to decrease that in World versus World, but it could be wrong. I had stability from Dolyak Signet, and I was like, where is it? Got eaten. Nice. Congrats, Sergio. That's sick. I am glad you are finishing up the obsidian armor pieces you'd like. I'm guessing medium chest and maybe a shoulder of some kind. I wish I didn't have to run Signet of Fury to hit crit cap, but I do on this build. The other one's probably better. But we try and stuff. Again, don't run this if you want a good build. Go hit up one of my broken builds videos. This is just for fun. While I tool around and do giveaway night. Talk with the chat. These things give stacks anymore? Nope. Rifts farming. Oh, rifts. I was like, convergences are fun. I hadn't heard anybody really complain about convergences, but, you know. I'm incredibly old and probably going to die soon, so I confused, you know, relics with runes and stuff. Ooh, there's a guy. The guy. Fight me. How is he over there? I saw a projectile go like over here. Did he have some kind of shadow trap or something? That was crazy. Cat sniff? Oh, he's like behind the he's behind here. Damn, there's those thief axes. Hell yeah, dude. Do it up. Where is this Deadeye? To his credit, he's kiting really well. Not even in combat right now, chat. Look at this man go. Dude, he almost got it. That was really good. Solid play, dude. May have read my mind saying nothing. Well, we'll see. Offhand sword on what final? Are you thinking warrior or necro? Because offhand sword on necro is pretty okay now. I really like the giant fear ball. Make 3 heads and 3 shoulders. Yeah, I like the medium chest because of the popped collar, but I can see that. Sorry, catching up on chat. Alright, let's go, chat. Trivia time. So, bot's ready. All set up. Actually did this in advance. Hint is what we talked about earlier. What is the buff that you get when you get to 5 stacks of nature strength that makes you giant on ranger maces? Type exclamation point that in chat. You will need the spaces. And this is for 25 gold. Again, I do these every Monday and Tuesday, so come hang out. Or whatever I can stream. Offhand sword is good on warrior. Use shield master, it's really good. The block is like better than, like Captain Crapface said, it's better than shield because it's shorter cooldown. Yeah, our first trivia question of the night, probably the only one, we'll do some RNG giveaways, is what is the buff that you get that makes you grow giant on ranger mazes? Called exclamation point that in chat. You have to be followed on Twitch, you do not have to be followed on YouTube, but thank you if you are. We have 2 entries so far. I'm not doing damage to this Dolyak because fuck me. This Dolyak has delivered its supplies and now is running back. He's a good boy. Be able to buy skins for the Dolyaks, chat. And get out of combat. I think I'm going to switch back to my other build. I was enjoying it a little bit more. We tried discipline, chat. Did not work out. Let's go back to the other one from the other night. One was sick. I think I need different food though. Brain, I didn't save it. I was using this and this. No, I was using super cheese. That's what it was. That's why I have all this super cheese here. Alright, we have 4 entries. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for the follow, Max Pain. Hopefully you're not in max pain. Hopefully you're only in minor pain. What are all these chests? Jesus, I don't know. What are you talking about? Oh, those are from Lunar New Year and I'm lazy. So I have to open them all and then salvage them. Because there was a, you can look it up on the channel. I opened like 11,000 envelopes or something. For Lunar New Year. And that's the residual of Pseudo's lazy and needs to clean his inventory. Maybe Sergio will help me one day. That's what fuels the giveaways, is the real answer. No pain so far. You must not be an NG player. I get you. Pseudo, why did you switch to your greatsword for this camp? I thought you were using staff. That's a great question, voice in my head. It's to get stacks. Even though Bladesworn is restricted to one weapon set, it can still get stacks by switching to the other one, kind of like an NG or a Elementalist, which is pretty sick. Yeah, they're all just like one exotic piece, so it's not, I don't know. I can do that while I'm drawing the giveaway, I guess. While I don't do damage to this Camp Lord real quick. Whenever you hit with a Dragon Slash, it almost looks like it does damage. Yeah, see, they, like, contain one of these. I'd mail them to people if I could. I wish I could, but these are all account bound. So I just have to go through the process of open, salvage, open, salvage. Oh, chat, here's a good question for you while we're doing the first lottery. What are people doing with their relics? You salvage these? If so, how? Because I know they're, like, good for something. I think there's a collection you need, but, you know, I can't sell them. They're the ones from the, like, base chests. So, what are people doing with your relics? And the question for tonight's lottery, trivia lottery, I guess, is going to run for another 7 minutes. So, get entered. Our first question, as Powerwolf shouts over me, is, what is the name of the buff that you get on your bar after Nature's Strength triggers on Ranger Maces? Might be a hot take, but I think Bladesworn should have access to all weapon slots. You mean like both and Gunsaber? Yeah, Ares, I'd be okay with that. My original proposal for how to fix Bladesworn, again, there's like a bajillion different ways they could do it, is because they already have the coding done so that F1 shares your swap weapon skill, just give the weapon back. And then it'll still share the swap weapon. So it basically has a third weapon set, like I originally architected on the first warrior thing I ever theory crafted, and you just choose which one you swap into, like Elementalist attunements. You know? Ooh, research notes is a good idea. Are they research notable? That's a good call. Okay. That's a good call. We have a 5th entrant. Thank you, Sergio. In exchange, I will do a little bit of cleaning of my... God damn it. A little bit of cleaning of my inventory here. I need more... Where's my unlimited ascended salvaging kit, ain't it? I don't do fractals anymore, so I need more of these things. Proud of you guys. Look at everybody entering for trivia. I'm gonna be so poor in a little bit. Only some are research notable? I gotcha. That's a little weird. Are these research notable? No. Of course, why would they be? May take a little bit if several people win the giveaway to mail out all of this money. I will do my best, chat. I would love for every year in this game, by the way, if Anet, if you're listening, which I know you are, you always listen to everything I say. Hang on my every word because I'm the main character of existence, like I said. Please don't take that as seriously. I would love for every year you played this game, if you got one more person you could mail every 5 minutes or whatever the cooldown is. Because it's ridiculous as a guild leader. I can't mail more than 2 people and then I have to wait like 2 minutes. Just saying. Not a fan. Ooh, come fight me. What's this? Reaper? Hell yeah. Okay, now the challenge is, can we get away, chat? It's a lot of people. Only slightly a problem right now. Only slightly a problem. Still. Still only slightly a problem. Ah. Almost. One day when they give Warrior a teleport, right? Oh, world versus world. It's such nonsense, but I love it so much. Oh, man. Game mode's amazing. They haven't done anything with it in like 10 years. Oh, they're uploading Keep Lords. I'm proud of them. Maddie, you're just in time to enter trivia. So our question for tonight is, what is the name of the buff on Ranger that you get when you get five stacks of Nature's Strength with maces? Or with a mace? I guess you only need one mace. I feel like Falling in Reverse is their own musical genre. It's like rap, pop, punk, rock. Great. I go to desert, actually. Let's see what we got. What we got where, chat? Okay. Desert, we can tear up a little bit. Let's go. Y'all have 2 minutes. Remember to hydrate, chat. Very important. I want to check this thumbnail that I made. Sergio, it's not pointing at her rack. It's pointing away from her rack. Calm down. Nature's force. Take the question mark off that if you want to enter that, Maddie. Actually, no, it took your entry. Never mind. It doesn't matter. If you win, please send gold later. I have to send it from an alt account, Aries, and I also have to run around world versus world, so it's not a big deal. I'm sure I can auto run my cat. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the new weapons. Here's the real question, chat. Especially if people play like other classes. You can change your answer. That's part of trivia. I don't care. You can be swayed by the masses. I've had plenty of giveaways where I've had one person win it, even though everyone thought it was a different answer, and vice versa. Like when I ask like class questions, so. Does not matter to me. I mean, dude, look at that. If I ever run out of money, I'll tell you guys. Like, if it ever becomes an issue, you'll know. I never had money in this game. I do starting 2024, I'd like to give it to people. If Guild MM was winning every one of my giveaways, it might be more of an issue, you know? The Soulbeast of Boo. I love your name. Thank you for your entry. That's solid. Shout out to Team 4-Star as well for actually doing like the little boo bits that they did. Very funny. They've still got a lot of their humor that I grew up on. Very formative for a lot of people. I feel like they snuck the rush tracking fixes in early. I don't know. I haven't had a rush whiff. I've had plenty of gunsaber things whiff like that. Get some gunsaber support skills, and maybe we can get some gunsaber fixes. How's Staff Warrior? Juiced as fuck, Soulbeast of Boo. How's, whatever you're playing. I think mechanically it's fine, but the base healing numbers, I mean, I don't know. I'm just thankful to have one good weapon on Warrior, right? But like, look at this. 2,000 base healing, no healing power. Like, that should probably scale a little bit better and then like be brought down. It's just, all the weapons are crazy. That was kind of the point of the intro. Even NG Shortbow is like good. It's not the best for PvE, but it's like good. Because again, look at like the size of the tooltip, right? Just, it's like the League of Legends power creep thing where they just keep adding new effects and new effects and new effects to stuff. Axe Dagger is crazy. That's good to know. I'm glad you're enjoying it. So if you play at Thief at all, I've been talking with a couple Thief players, like, how is it not just like Pistol Dagger, right? Like, that was my fear, that it was just going to be redundant. And people are saying it's a lot easier to do your rotation and, like, actually hit with stuff. I haven't had anyone say it's really good in PvP, but also I don't know a lot of PvP thieves these days. The funny part is Zenji got shafted hard after they reworked it as well, right? Like, it sucked and they reworked it and it still kind of sucks. I never said that. That's fair. Oh god, I'm in the wrong weapon. This guy's coming for my butt. Every time, chat. Every single time. Wrong weapon set, warrior problems. There we go. We're good. I can fight you now. What is this, a druid? Hell yeah. Take it. Wow, this is some immobilize. And immobilize druid. Dude, can... Oh, so I know what's happening, right. Okay, so fun fact about what just happened. You can't pull out Dragon Trigger if you're immobilized because it counts as putting you into a movement state. I hate this game. Oh my god, arenanet. So, like, just to illustrate, if people didn't know what just happened, that right now, like this, I can't do if I'm immobilized because it counts as movement. Oh, I know, Sergio. I know. Me too. Hey, I'm not criticizing. I like beautiful art too. More than anything, you're playing LD Pistol right now. Interesting. I'm glad you're enjoying it. This is a good example of, like, some people think certain weapons are meh, and some people think other weapons are, like, crazy. Like, one of the things I know I don't agree with everything, or a lot of the stuff on the Warrior forums. It's like, people think that Linebreaker and, what's the other one? Rampart Splitter need to do damage. And it's like, dude, what? Oh, and pointing to my other video, yeah. Well, it was just a comparison to, like, the, you know, warrior weapon video I already did with the staff. No. Dragon Trigger. So Dragon Trigger actually entering it doesn't count as a movement skill. It counts as a movement state. So if I put on, like, Brave Stride or the one that removes Immobilize on Discipline, it wouldn't remove Immobilize, or it wouldn't give you stability, because that would be really cool, right, Oceanbad, if you could actually still get stability somehow in Dragon Trigger. But no, you can't jank it like that. So if I go into combat with, like, this Jacaranda or whatever, I just can't enter this movement state because it counts as, like, moving when you enter it, but it's not a movement skill. Like, it's not listed as a movement skill on their list of, like, hey, code this is giving you stability or remove immobilize. I think possibly and probably the way this game goes, because they have to do all of those individually and, like, list them all. It's kind of how Skullgrinder on Berserker, the little mace hop F1, doesn't count as a movement skill, even though the identical animation on Revenant for the little hop mace F1 does count as a movement skill and does give you resistance. You don't like Weaver. Interesting. Like, Weaver, like, the hammer skills were all identical but had different cooldowns. All the pistol skills on Weaver seem very strong. Is it because it doesn't generate 2 bullets or what? For LA pistol. Oh, we gotta do our giveaway, chat. I can't just, like, complain about necromancers killing me or druids killing me for bullshit reasons all night. I mean, I can talk forever about nothing. Y'all know that. So yeah, 3, 2, 1. No extension this time. A whole buttload of people have won. Let me scroll up to make sure I get everybody. Because my thing says 5 right now. Final, Shield, Nobi, Ares, Max Payne, Gibbs, and Sergio have won. If I said your name, type a character I can send money to in chat. because that is a lot of people. Yes, the correct answer is force of nature. I should have made it harder. Oops. But y'all get 25 gold each. Thank you for playing. Again, I do trivia every Monday and Tuesday, so come hang out, do some build trivia. Usually Ares reads my mind or Maddie wins, but this is good. This is good. And we'll be doing some RNG giveaways. Probably just one now. Holy crap, that's like 200 gold. A little bit later tonight, so hang out for that. But congrats, guys. Yeah. I'm sorry, Ares. Get some water, dude. Get some electrolytes as well if you have any like fruit lying around. It usually helps. But yeah, if I said your name, type something in chat. I should really just have people like set up a way for people to enter, but I will send you money. And thanks for hanging out again. Appreciate it. Oh, and there's a Death Branded Shatterer map up. Interesting. Hey, grats to you as well. You won. Give me that. You get money too, Mr. I don't want money. If I get attacked while I'm doing this, I'm sorry. Also, y'all don't get little... Y'all get hearts today. You don't get little custom messages. Yeah, fruit or like... I keep little Propel packets around. It's like... what's it called? Gatorade without all the sugar. Really enjoy it. Again, if I called your name or you entered Force of Nature, type something, character name or an account name in chat. Is the only way for me to send you money. If you don't do it, I can't send you money. Water 3, then Water 2 makes Water 2 heal on hit. Yeah, that's kind of how the bullets work. Like, they're either defensive or offensive. I really like that system. Trying to find a new, fun, low APM build to fall in love with. Any advice? Wait until... My advice is wait 2 weeks. There's a balance patch in quotes for a lot of PvP-centric stuff on the 19th. So whatever you find right now, even if your thing doesn't get touched, will be completely shaken up by the meta whenever that changes. And I have a feeling that a lot of stuff was not on the announced previewed patch, Wildlight. But if you have a specific class, I can try to give you some hints. I've heard very good things about Sword Necromancer right now in PvP. I wouldn't try anything warrior related. Warrior is a very high APM class. I have a Mirage build you could do. I think is still pretty okay. We could try that a little bit. You wanna fight? You're a Firebrand, you don't wanna fight. I can't believe that Druid just like immobilized me to hell. That was such bullshit. I still have the resistance on dodge trait. Yeah, I do. Alright. No problem. So far, only 2 people have typed names, so... We still need... Ares I have. Ares is getting money whether he wants it or not. I need Sergio. I should have Sergio as well, but I don't. Needs Sergio and Final Shield Nobi, I think. There we go. Yeah, Gibbs, I sent it to you. You're now getting 2. Thank you, though. I got you. I'm just not doing it on stream. If you have money on alts, chat, and you hit the gold cap every week by, like, farming or whatever, don't send it from your main account because you'll get gold capped. Disclaimer, all of my advice is within TOS. I would never either break Anet's TOS and put way too much time into this game or tell people how to. It's insane. I love how that one guy who duped all those egg stacks still isn't banned either. There was a post on Reddit like yesterday or something showing the fucking dude with like 300 chalk egg stacks or whatever. Oh man. Anet things, I guess. Gonna auto attack the Sandlion to death. Am I not on your friends list? I think you're in the guild. I probably don't have you labeled as Sergio. I think everybody is on my friends list is the bigger problem. Anybody who has ever joined the guild, which is over like 2,000 people at this point, Sergio. What's your name? I'm not gonna dox you, I think I remember. Okay, I found you. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. You're not on my alts friends list, I'll tell you that much. So I have to spend time doing this. arenanet unbanned him? Yeah, they probably did. They probably don't give a shit. They unbanned the people that sold it to PvP tournament for $500. They're probably gonna unban that guy. Weird arenanet things that just tank everyone's faith in them. I don't know. Maybe that's me projecting. Do you guys, like, when arenanet does something like that, where they just don't publicly humiliate, either where they unban somebody quietly, like, that sells PvP tournaments, or, like, you know, this is complete speculation, but, like, when there's somebody still floating out there, you know, around out there that, like, duplicated egg sacs and stuff, you know, how do you feel about that? Because to me, as a PvP player, that doesn't feel great, right? I'd like more explanation on that. Especially since you know, spoilers, I was in the guild that actually had 3 of the people that bought that tournament, and we kicked them out even though they were officers. So it's like, you know, if arenet's not going to stand up to their decisions on disciplinary actions, why should we, you know? It's like, they were good officers. They just made the dipshit mistake of being the first people to buy a tournament. If they had been the second, no one would have given a shit. But still, they broke TOS. They should have, you know, never done that. I told them that when I found out. And yeah, I was like, we gotta kick you out, man. So, I don't know. It just feels like crap. Conspiracy is someone dude, Ocean Bat, there's no way someone, like, a developer salary of 50 to, you know, 50K plus in Seattle minimum gives a flying shit about, like, them selling gizmos. That is not enough money to lose your job over. There's no way, unless you're absolutely addicted to some kind of, you know, costly, you know, you're super into buying high-end feed picks or something insane, right? Like, there's no way that someone at arenanet would care about that. The one that I've heard and one I've seen screenshots corroborating, at least back in the day, was a lot of the, and I mean that whole developer Discord thing leaked, right, about them talking about, like, Mechanist and Harbinger, and talk, you know, back when Tpot's Discord leaked of the arenanet developers talking with people at the time, like Nike, who were partnered and then were later kicked out of the partner program. Like Naru and a bunch of the Team USA people were in that beta Discord, and it's like, why do you keep patting these people on the head? They keep breaking the TOS. All it's doing is hurting your faith in your community. So, I don't know. Yeah, absolutely, Elon. Absolutely. Like, everyone deserves a chance at redemption, but when you're blatantly, like, you know, within TOS or not, there's certain things, like, there's the letter of the law and then there's the spirit of the law. And in my opinion, when, you know, even if Team USA isn't selling tournaments on stream or whatever, right? When a new PvP season rolls around and within one day, like, you look at the leaderboard, where is it? Like, this shit happens within one day where it's like, you know, 13 wins, 100 wins, you know, the 84 wins, 6 losses. Like, something weird is going on there. I'm not accusing Naru of anything, but I can tell you as an ironclad fact, I know how these people do this. And it's through playing at weird times. It's through different support things where you can manipulate support, where you can change your name the day before, you know, within 30 days, put in a support ticket, change your name, you know, change it back to sell the tournaments. And it's like, look, I don't know if Naru is doing it specifically. I don't want to make enemies out there, but there have been people that from Team USA in the past, at least, that have done very sketchy things. And I don't think that tanking the entire faith of your PvP community is worth it. I just don't. I don't know what that achieves. And like some, you know, many players, I think someday I would hope to see arenanet revitalize PvP. This game's combat is fantastic. Hey, Ridgem, what's up? We just did our trivia giveaway. We'll be doing a little bit of a RNG giveaway in a bit. I still need 2 people's names, by the way. So that's kind of sweaty. Yeah, but it's all these people have, right? Like, it's the same people that, you know, post comments on YouTube without watching the video. It's just a knee-jerk response to a thing. That's all you have. That's how you get validation. Yeah. I don't want to complain about it too much. Like I said, I want to have a positive attitude, but it's when my thing that I love is tanked over and over, I'd like to at least explain it to people when they're like, hey, I want to get into PvP. I want them to know what they're getting into, right? Hey, bro, man. What's up? Welcome back. Wow, Light. Sorry, I missed your comment. Gravitated towards Spectre and PvE. Recently, some PvP variants kind of looked fun. Something with mobility like Thief, Mirage, etc. would be awesome. I'm not an authority on Spectre. I've played it. I've definitely played it in PvE. I actually did almost half of Harvest Temple CM. Oh god, this is a tier 3 camp. I might have to turn my brain on. With Spectre. But I have a Mirage build that you could absolutely snag. Go grab it from... Let me find the video. Again, if I said your name before, rewind and give me a name to send money to. If you won and haven't gotten money yet, let me know. It's on you guys. If you catch the VOD as well and had to like get up or something, that's fine. Ares was the other one I needed to send money to. This VOD, if you go here, has one of my favorite Mirage builds in it in the description, so go grab that. I'm just kind of cosplaying as a warrior main. I say that a lot. I really like Bladesworn, but if Bladesworn wasn't around or Berserker still sucked, I probably wouldn't be playing it. I'd probably still be playing Mirage. I don't know if I can take this with a greatsword. Yep. There's that. I can try to answer any questions you might have, and I can get Sea Monster in here if you really want to play Spectre. Yeah, no worries. It's very mobile. It's very dually. It's not Power Mirage, it's Condi Mirage. It's very sustain focused, and there's two different variants. You can run it with an axe, but I would really run it with a dagger right now, because dagger is basically busted on Mirage, because the ambush on dagger, Phantom Razor, is ridiculous. I'm not doing enough damage to kill this camp. One day Dragon Trigger will do damage. It'll be amazing. It will be cake. Everybody will be happy, and it will solve all of the world's problems. Ooh, he knocked me down. That was rough. But I think support Quickness Berserker, like I said, is my next port of call. I do want to check out some of the other weapons on different classes a little bit more in depth, because I, slotted them all once and that was that, but I want to look at them a little bit more. Dude, I cannot cast Defiant Stance. Sure you want to do that, homie? I don't have your camp anymore. A fun fact on what just happened there, chat. Captain Crapface informed me, Mr. Warrior Extraordinaire himself, that once you start channeling Bullet Catcher, the Staff 5, it will still do the block animation even if it cancels, or it will still do the block effect even if it cancels the animation, which is kind of sick. And it's weird having functional things on Warrior, right? You gonna fight me or what? You like stand over there and be a tiny baby? Ooh, that buffered pretty hard. Alright, he's gonna stand over there and be a tiny baby. I got it. Did he just moa me? The fuck? Something interrupted me there. Also, my food ran out, so I didn't have the dodges. Fair enough. Sora, same boat. Kind of vert main. Series content, unless I'm having fun with X Condivert. I get that. It's important to have two mains, like completely different colored classes, right? because then you have like variety if one goes up or down or whatever. Like I can still play Bladesworn. It's shit, but I still enjoy it. Hey Hugo, what's up? Welcome back. Hopefully you're well. You missed trivia, but you're in time for the RNG giveaway. So we'll be doing in 9 minutes. And this is kind of how build crafting goes, chat. Don't get discouraged if something you tried doesn't work. Like I tried the other build tonight. I'm still a fan of it. Like we could still run the discipline build, but it might have actually helped us with that immobilized druid. I think I'm gonna go back to this one though, because I'm just enjoying it a little bit more. Mostly for this signet, which is low-key kind of good, but also kind of not, because it's not instacast, even though it says it is. Yeah, wow, if you have any questions, let me know on that build. That is the Mirage build that I played for more or less basically like 4 or 5 years. It's one of my favorites. It's very mobile and very dually, very dual focused. I will say it gets one weakness is it's all the signets. Or it's that signet and Signet of Fury. And honestly, this signet as well should also be instacast, but that one actually says it has a cooldown or cast time. The other fun thing is check this shit out. Final Shield Nobi. So I'm going to push this, right? And this ostensibly has a 1/4 second cast time or less because it doesn't show a cast time here, and that's how cast time tooltips work in this game. I want you to look where when it actually gives me the Signet of Ferocity buff on my bar, right? Oh, it's done casting. Oh, it gives it a second later because that was the old cast time. So if you, say, for example, cast Signet of Stamina and Dolyak Signet at the same time, it won't give you the buff for both. It will only give you one because they overlap, because they change the animation to desync from when the actual cooldown on casting Signet of Ferocity works. Warrior question. I need a build to kill mobs in groups of 5 in Dragonfall. They put a barrier on them a few seconds. Axes, Hugo. Axe 5 is like the only... Actually, does Axe 5 even hit 5 targets? That's the thing with warriors. Like, target cap is all over the place with its skills. Number of targets 5. Axe 5 hits 5 targets. The other stuff doesn't. Axe, all the other skills hit 3, Axe 5 hits 5, Axe 3 hits 1. Yeah, Axe, Greatsword, Berserker, or Spellbreaker, I guess, Hugo. So now with staff I can tank Deimos and Wing 4 instead of having to Guardian for switching? Maybe. I haven't tried it. I haven't also tanked Deimos. Oh, so tanking Deimos. Like you mean his aggro? Yeah, probably with like, what? I wouldn't do it on Bladesworn, but like Quickness Spellbreaker or something? Probably. Longbow actually might be your best bet. Final Shield Nobi might be right, Hugo, for killing mobs in groups of 5. Because longbow stuff is like mostly AoE, and all the fire fields it throws down, even if the fire field itself only hits like 3 targets, it throws down multiple on Berserker. What's up, Gremini? Welcome back. How are you? How are things? You join me. Are you on Sea of Sorrows? We can run around. I've kind of been losing 1v1s though. That's too bad. I was just in EBG. We weren't losing that bad. When my food runs out, I'll go back to the second build that I spec'd for this stream. I'll spend all this time speccing out builds and putting in infusions and then give up too easily. I miss my arms trait line though. Arms has so much potential, it just sucks butt. Alright, RNG time, chat. Oh no, 5 minutes. Alright. RNG time in 5 minutes, chat. Get ready. Does Frenzy Sigil work with burst skills? Frenzy Sigil. Last time I checked, that's the one that cools down all of your skills flat by 2 seconds. Last time I checked Sigil of Frenzy, Hugo, it was everything that was visible on your bar that wasn't your weapon swap. I believe I tested internal cooldowns for like skills for runes and stuff, and it didn't affect that. But I think burst skills, yes. But Sigil of Frenzy itself has an internal cooldown of 10 seconds, so it's only going to do 2 seconds. The best thing you can use Sigil of Frenzy with, actually, is things like this that already have really low cooldowns. Like Signet of Fury and stuff. I miss when Sigil of Frenzy actually gave Alacrity. That was really fun. All right, I forgot to mail Ares. That's what my brain is shouting at me to do. We're still missing one person. You haven't given me a name. Person who entered who I forget. Let me pull this up. 1 second, chat. I don't know. Scroll up, and if you entered Force of Nature, and I didn't say your name, I think it might be Max Payne, but I also think I kind of sent you money. My fashion looks great. I have been trying, like, fashion warsing this chick since before Bladesworn came out, so thank you for that. That means, honestly, more than all of the negative comments on YouTube forever. I appreciate it. I really, 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 really like her design. I might change the gloves to pure white, like she was on my support build. That's another thing, Chad. If we get another weapon set, think of the fashion possibilities. I was mailing Ares money. God damn it. The lottery I won. There's Ares. Alright. Send Ares some good vibes, chat. Not feeling well. Hopefully you need some soup or something. I've been craving soup even though it's like warmer here now. There we go. We did it. Cool. Get your luck ready. I sent you my... See, that's not what you say. You say you did. I didn't send you anything because I have like dyslexia and fucking old person syndrome at 30. Fight me. Fight me. Oh my god. Play the game mode. God damn it. Of course that would hit then. Of course it would, chat. Mr. Jumping Cat. Gonna fight. What the fuck? I feel too bad. Ares, I sent you money whether you want it or not. Feel better, dude. You feel too bad. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like if I deceive something, even like, you know, Amazon returns or something, they send me a free item accidentally, I legitimately just feel bad because I was raised with like Lutheran guilt. I don't know. It's probably a character defect in today's day and age. It's just funny. That's why I get really weirded out when people send me free stuff. But hey, I guess in exchange for me sending you stuff or you being honest, you get the cool free emotes on Twitch, so grab those. They're pretty sick. All right, RNG giveaway chat. All you have to do is type !mace in chat. You have to be followed on Twitch. You do not have to be followed on YouTube, but thank you if you are. Just how the bot works, Twitch API and stuff. So again, !mace in guild chat. We are doing the Ranger theme up tonight. Or guild chat, sorry. Yeah, you have to go into our guild and type in guild chat. No, you have to type in Twitch. It'd be very funny. Dude, I'm happy to contribute to your legendary fund. When I'm homeless for sending you guys all this money, you can, you know, hit me up. I can sleep on your couch. We have a whole bunch of entries. Thank you guys, appreciate it. We don't have that many new people, so it might actually be a veteran tonight. I feel like my bot just like grabs new people all the time, which is good. I do like it. What are you guys enjoying? Have you come up with any weird builds that I should know about? Is there any kind of like, oh, this is just insane on NZ Shortbow? Can't do guild chat. Damn, that's how we get them. No worries, dude. I was joking. I can't talk today for some reason. Yeah, if anyone out there has any specific builds that they like, you know, the PvP question was great. That's like half the reason I'm streaming. I'm just like, hey, I'd like a build that does this for PvP. Or if you want to like support Staff Warrior build for PvE or whatever, let me know. Especially if you catch the VODs and you like it. That's something like I just, you know, theory crafted my own time on Bladesworn a lot, but like I have the capacity to do other classes and have done a lot of them in the past. That's where a lot of the broken builds videos come from, because Lord knows Bladesworn isn't broken, so give me ideas, please, and I will do the work for you, as it were. Also, I've been threatening this for a while. If people are into the mobile gaming thing, like the side of this channel, I can definitely do a video running down of like my setup and how I get it running on my GPD Win Mini and stuff like that. If that's something people would be interested in. Is this a tier 2 camp? I was like, how the fuck am I like dying? Dragon Trigger, come out. Thank you, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna die. I can't take this camp with this build. I mean, maybe I can now that Defiance stance is up. Your build isn't stupid, first of all. Whatever it is, it's not stupid. Don't think that. I'm running around with, like, Discipline, Alacrity, Bladesworn right now. Your build is not stupid. This game is not balanced and your build is not stupid. Those are not... That's not sarcasm. If this game was balanced, Ranger downstate wouldn't heal it for 15% health a second. Harbinger, Sword. I can definitely do that. The one that I thought would actually be really good for Sword was... if you knew what you were doing, was actually Scourge, but I can definitely do that up. Harbinger's already really overpowered, so that would be a decent starting point, at least for world versus world balance. Super strength, defense, Bladesworn, longbow build. When they just didn't nerf Selly, I was threatening my friend with a Condi Bladesworn build. You know, like in current state of the game, not in 20 years when they actually put Condi traits for Bladesworn in the game. Ooh. That Kabbalist pulled me faster than I could cast Dragon Trigger, chat, thanks to the delay. I love you, arenanet. Please never change. Oh, that's another thing. I'm probably going to post it. I've been threatening this for a while as well, and this is not really threatening's the wrong word, but I'm going to post the video that I edited showing the Dragon Trigger lag thing, because I was trying to give them a chance to see if they would actually fix it, and they didn't. So look out for that on Wednesday. It'll be on Reddit and probably instantly downvoted as well. But if you see somebody explaining why Dragon Trigger 2 doesn't go its full range, that will be a thing. Reaper, Sword, rocks, and World vs. World. Been playing it for days. Run Blood Bank. Yeah, Blood Bank is insane. On Sword. It's kind of like, they even called it out. It's like a thing. Harbinger with Blood Bank was already pretty immortal. So, 7. Also, welcome back, dude. But it's like crazy good. Also, if you want to enter the giveaway, everyone's got like 10 minutes. You have to be followed on YouTube, or on Twitch. You don't have to be followed on YouTube. You actually can't be followed on YouTube, so congrats if you are. But type !Mason chat, and my bot will grab you. Regular Guildwars 2's client. Gibbs. No, it works on YouTube. You're fine. It doesn't have to be on Twitch. The bot grabs both. You just have to be followed on Twitch if you are. You don't have to be subbed on YouTube. It grabs everybody on YouTube. YouTube doesn't make their API public, which is one reason I can't give people shoutouts, which kind of blows whenever they sub. Like if they sub during live, so I can only give people shoutouts on Twitch. Kind of a limitation of YouTube's side, not my side. Dang, it's the other VOA. I haven't seen them in forever. They seem like nice people. Yeah, I'm on the regular Guild Wars 2 client, and then I just run Xpatter as an administrator in the background. I find it gives it less lag. You don't have to be followed on Twitch. You just have to exist on YouTube. It's fine. Don't worry about it, dude. It takes both. But if you, my sentence was, if you are on Twitch, you have to be followed. Because that's how the bot works, because it hooks into the API. And it'll only grab users that, like, exist, as far as it's concerned. So you can type exclamation point mace to your heart's content and still enter. The idea is that Longbow 4 has a daze. Proc aggressive onslaught. I don't think Longbow 4 has a daze where you think it has a daze. Longbow 4 has a daze maybe in PvE, and I think that might be Longbow 3. Longbow 4 has a daze, you're right. Oh my god, but it's only in PvE. Yeah, so that build is purely PvE, I guess, like open world. If you're enjoying it, that's awesome. Consider 3, Unyielding doesn't anymore. Which is tragic. Hello, are you my person? Oh yeah, it's Rygem. What's up, dude? Going back to this build. Oh yeah, it probably will still proc it in PvE, right? Because they didn't take the stun off. That's actually interesting. Thank you for genuinely thank you, Final Shield Nobi, for pointing that out to me, because I've been trying to think more about like what are the limitations of the engine, because they don't tell us, and like what are the limitations of like their actual design team, right? Because they recently gave torch ammunition in World vs. World and PvP, but they didn't give it to it in PvE, so they can split it. So they can also apparently split like stuns on skills, which is interesting. I don't know if that's a recent thing or whatever, you know, or if they've added that functionality. Let's go take this tower. But yeah, we'll be doing the drawing in like 8 minutes, so get your entries in. All you have to do is type !mace in chat. Twitch or YouTube both should work. We full Signet Warrior, boys. Why? Because fuck it. Is this good? No, but it's fun. That's a lot of red people. We're not taking this tower. I'm gonna port back. Goodbye. Yeah, I think it still has the stun in PvP or PvE. Feels like really recent. I don't know. When they put the days on Longbow, Longbow 4, I couldn't remember which skill it was, but I knew it had a daze in PvE. That was the first time that I saw that they had split daze versus not daze, or stun versus not stun in different game modes via functionality like that. I'm sure there was a better example somewhere in the past. I'm fairly certain Unyielding Dragon, even when it did stun in PvE, did less stun, but I could be wrong about that than PvP in World vs. World. You can use your cat. I don't mind. In fact, I'd prefer you use your cat because it gives me swiftness. Like cat swiftness. In case, you know, somebody joins and they ask, I run around without a cat usually because I usually run arms and I usually run signets, and you can just run around like getting passive signet buffs for free ferocity on Blades 1. Yeah, we'll be back on Wednesday probably for something a little bit different. I'll be building some stuff live, trying out some support-er builds, and maybe looking at maces as well. So tune in for that. Oh, we're not going to make it, dude. If only I had a cat, right? I made it. Did you make it? Yeah, you made it, I think. Hell yeah. Nice job. Unyielding still having a daze in PvE is also weird, because even with it, Bladesworn does not break bars for shit. So, again, they really just need to figure out what they want the class to do, in my opinion. The systems are so strange. Veteran Warg is going to give me my sweet 1 stack. So I'm going to write this down. Sword, Reaper, and what was the other one? Oh, you were just talking about the Bladesworn build. Yep. Can work on that. I honestly thought swords would work a lot better with Harbinger just because of the health cost on stuff. Because they refund you a lot of health with Blood Bank. And Scourge also is something that's balanced by not having mobility built into it. Are we going to be mean? Be mean. If we can pull the whole Zerg. Nah. One guy behind us, but I'm not going to try to kill him. I think he's new. He does not. Oh, he does have a cat. No, he has a bear. Can't ride the bear, though. Tragic. If anyone else has any weird examples of, like, skills that are strangely split in different game modes as well. Wow, that is run. Let me know. Like, on classes that I don't maybe play. I'm coming back for you, dude. Don't worry. I got you. He's got rocket boots. The mobility, dude. It's real. The rocket boots. Rush tracking. Are you with us? Get him, bro. Get him. Fear him. Does this guy have all of the runaway shit? There we go. Now I'm dead. Ah, something ripped my resistance off. I would have been fine. 1v1 Harb. Zerg fights is too glassy for Zerg fights, even with the swords running power build. Yeah, probably, even with Selly gear. Like, Harbinger, you still, like, they haven't nerfed it from when Night of Dragons came out, so you can just run Selly gear and be fine on literally any Harbinger build, especially if you run Blood Bank. I can tell you right now, Seven, without looking at it at all, Sword, Harbinger with Blood Bank, and Selly gear, and then anything else you want to put on it will be fine. Wait, Q2 is out. What do you mean Q2? Like, the letter Q? Reason Reaper is easier for World vs. World because you don't lose health and Shroud, so easy hop in, hop out. Yeah, I can see that. Harbinger for, like, dually fights is still so broken because of alchemic vigor. I was like, what's the adrenal health thing but on Harbinger? You did miss trivia. You did not. Well, you didn't miss it. You got it wrong. But other people got it wrong too, so don't feel bad. A lot of people won. But yeah, last chance chat. You got 1.5 minutes. If you'd like to enter our RNG Maddie RNG giveaway, type ! Mace in either YouTube chat or Twitch chat. Mace, the weapon. We are going with a ranger theme tonight. Yeah, mostly Zerg fights, not duels. Makes sense. If you can be clever with your, like, fake shroud like Scourge, I would think that would be more in demand in Zergs, but again, I don't Necromancer in Zergs a lot, so I could definitely make a Reaper build for it. So I'm gonna write this down while I wait for this. Reaper Zerging build. Actually opening a notepad, not just on this piece of paper. Sword. What I would be careful of with the swords is because they're projectiles, I think, pierce by default. I would think they would be able to get reflected really easily on Necromancer, so you definitely want to turn your auto attack off. Feeling hella dizzy after cutting is brutal. I wouldn't know. I've never cut in my life, Maddie. I can tell you eating 3,500 calories a day is brutal. Also, this is our camp and I'm an idiot. Nobody tell chat. I screwed up on the internet. Going to bed where you feel like you're gonna throw up every night is really bad. What you really have to do if you're in that boat, chat, if you're tiny, it's just gonna take time. Like, I only just started gaining weight, like, last year, and I've been working out consistently pretty much my whole adult life. If you're not on, like, roids or something, it's just gonna take time. Credit to this guy. He wants to fight and play the video game. I like it, dude. 2v1, but I'm at the heavy. Dude, you don't need to be fit. You're doing a PhD. You'll be able to buy all the fitness. Just get the PhD done, and then you can pay for liposuction and, like, steroids. Don't do that. That was sarcasm, but you can, but don't do that. Blood, Soul, Reaper, Power Build. Staff Swords. Staff for range AoE, Swords for mobility and backline, Shroud for Zerging. Yeah, it makes sense. That sounds quite good. I would definitely not give up blood magic right now for anything. I mean, to his credit, Dwayne Johnson, he pulls off the name Dwayne, which, again, apologies to any Dwaynes out there. It's statistically, there's probably at least one in chat. It's like the birthday paradox. Secondly, I hate my name too, don't worry about it. Secondly, even if Dwayne Johnson is on steroids, he still puts in the effing work. Like, that dude has a mobile gym that travels with him that's like $2 million of just rolling weight equipment. Like, he doesn't skip a day. So even if he's on like all the roids in the world, which there's not been any proof that he is or anything like that, he puts in the fucking work, dude, and gets it done. So I don't know. There's a lot of stealth people. I don't know if I can help you out here. All right, I might have to ditch because I am in the wrong weapon set. Apologies, sir. I would have stayed to help if I was in staff. I am not in staff. I must not be here. This is why I hate cats, because whoever's just, like, out of range can just get on their cat, and then they can just keep you in combat. It's the worst thing about world versus world roaming, in my opinion. What a fair, fun game mode. I need to never switch off of staff. That's like the 4th time tonight that's killed me. Coming back, Rajam. Maintaining... Yeah, and that's their job, right, Maddie? Well, yeah, and it's, the whole debate of whether or not we should have an oligarchic culture run by what's basically New Age royalty is a different debate, but I respect Dwayne a lot or Mr. Johnson or Mr. The Rock Johnson Dwayne, Captain Rock, sir. Scorpion King, all praise be his name, for putting in the work, right? Like, the dude does lift. It's not just like, doesn't do nothing. Lifting heavy things is still hard, even if you're on roids. I know people who were. I can verify that. They just have to lift heavier things. It still sucks. Anyway, not making excuses for celebrities. They get paid way too much money anyway. So let's do this RNG giveaway. We got a bunch of entries, mesas and whatnot. We have one more follow this minute, so I will let you enter. If you would like to enter our giveaway, type !mace in chat. We'll be giving away 25 gold. We usually do trivia and then RNG giveaways, and I already gave away way too much money for trivia. So I will be giving away an RNG giveaway of 25 gold to somebody, and hopefully they enjoy mesas. Let's go. There you go. Thank you, Fornella, for the follow. Appreciate it. Also, this song, try to shout them out when I can. JT Music, not that they need it. They have millions of subscribers on YouTube. Go check them out. Really good game music if you're into it, like music about games and such. Along with Miracle of Sound, they're some of my favorite stuff. I think I'm feeling generous tonight, chat. We already gave away 200 gold. I'm going to give away a little bit more. While I auto-attack these catapults from actual space, I'm going to do this drawing here. So we'll do 2 of these RNG giveaways. So get ready. All right, first one in 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, Maddie won. That's the first chat. He's been hanging out like the entire time I've been streaming, pretty much, like at least in recent memory. That is the first time Maddie has run an RNG giveaway. Give him some congrats. I'll do another drawing though. That's very funny. Congrats, Maddie. That's a fucking miracle of God. Maybe they'll like fix Bladesworn and then I'll have cake, right? Congrats, dude. All right, we'll do another one. Hang on. Where's my chair in World versus World chat? This cat is my chair. One more drawing. Rigged. Exactly. Rigged when you win it. I think I have you on my alt. I do. It's too good. I need to enter all of y'all's Twitch names as well so I can like know who's who. 3, 2, 1. Taking a weirdly long time. Okay, the bot didn't crash. And our new dude, Fornala, who showed up right at the end, won as well. Congrats, guys. That's amazing. I really like the new people win. Maybe I should just give the money to new people and skip the bot. Give me a character name or an account name in chat that I can send that to. And if you don't feel comfortable putting that in chat, just whisper Salem, S-A-L-E-M, all one word. But yeah. Very chill streams, usually Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm not done, but I'm just letting people know. I'll be back on Wednesday, 2 hours after reset. I understand if you're only here for the gold, that's totally fine. I would be too. But if you want to come hang out, we have very chill people, very knowledgeable people about this wonderful video game that we all play. And we're slowly building a roaming and warrior support group. That'll be pretty good. All right, let me shoot that to you on your alt account, and Red Jam can solo this harpy and show off his Mad Ranger skills, or their Mad Ranger skills. There we go. There we got the Jade bot recycling. Here's the last question of the night, chat. Yo, save me from this harpy so I don't look like an idiot. I'd hate to look like an idiot on the internet, right? Here's the secret, chat. Everybody on the internet's an idiot. That's why they're on the internet, myself included. Anyway. Here's the real question tonight, chat. What animated emote should I make? I think I'm gonna make one clapping. I might make it like Lord Farron or something. But if you have any suggestions, let me know, because we got some animated emote slots unlocked thanks to you guys. So thanks again to all of our subs on Twitch. If you have a Prime sub, I appreciate it, but it is not required. Again, all the money I make from that goes back into giveaways, so it just makes the giveaway pots this much more frequent. YouTube is prob more chill. Yo, when we get animated emotes on YouTube, I'll let you know. How about that? But yeah, if you are on YouTube, go over to Twitch. I don't think the drops are still active, tragically, but there were some free vendors last week as well. Don't hold back when you do this, otherwise you will die. All right, you Assassin's Creeded. We already have that, Maddie. We have the meme gif. I don't need to make a whole GIF. I could like edit it ricocheting into a trash can, but also like here's the secret, Maddie. And this is a 400% copium statement, chat. I smell Bladesworn buffs. Not even kidding. And by buffs, I mean reworks. And by reworks, I mean them putting Alacrity on Spellbreaker and then just giving Bladesworn literally anything. But also open to being wrong. You know, if Cal Cohen wants to continue his seemingly personal vendetta against specifically me at this point, I'm open to that too. I'm not going to stop playing this class no matter what they do to it. I love it. So, challenge accepted, Cal. Although I say that now, I also said they'd never add Alacrity to Warrior, and look, here we are. So if Daring Dragon ever comes back, Final Shield Nobi, I've thought about this. I think it's going to be in a different form. I think they would rather do something like actually make Dragon Spike Mine not awful, and give it ammunition. I don't know if Daring Dragon, where it reset your actual Gunsabers stance, will ever come back. I would like Heightened Focus to just work for Gunsaber stance, right? Like, it doesn't, but we'll see. I think that helps, Gibbs. That's one of the reasons I paid him literally just 500 gold to show off the Blue Man group on stream. Like, I think it helps when high-profile streamers play stuff, but unless it's causing an issue for, in my experience, I want to say this, unless it's causing an issue monetarily somewhere, no one cares. So even if Muck was a Ranger main and they didn't have a Ranger dev, if he was like my size or something, or even if he was his size and complaining about it all the time, I don't really think that it would cause a like rework of Bladesworn, right? What I think would be more realistic that kind of thing does, and that's why I was open to paying him 400 or 500, what was it, 500 gold and 250 mystic coins to show off the Blue Man Group thing, is it just gives it a little bit of attention, right? And things like that are really egregious and easy to fix, I think get more attention when he puts them on, you know, in his words, puts it on blast than anything else. So like, yeah, that got fixed really fast. Taylor's a good dev. I don't want Ranger to get less stuff just because he's a Ranger dev, right? You know, if I was on their balance team, I can't say that Ranger would be juiced out the butt. I would try, but he's had what, like 2 balance patches? It's not Taylor's fault that Ranger maces are juiced AF. Like, don't think that for a second. If anything, you know, if you want to phrase it like that, it would be in quotes Taylor's fault or CMC's fault or anyone else on the, you know, that other guy that wrote the other blog post's fault. And fault is the wrong word here. That, you know, more skills reworks for other things didn't happen. But that's not really a fault thing, right? It's just a priorities thing. And you can see that a lot with like NG lately or Thief or Warrior, where it's just not a priority, and I understand why. Like your idea of final sight beyond sight being brought from Spellbreaker? Absolutely. They need to get rid of overcharged cartridges, and then they can combine that with sight beyond sight and give Spellbreaker something relevant, and then we're good. Lots of reworks. I tried to win a legendary. On this last stream, I did not win. I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, I probably helped fund that legendary that you did not win. Yeah, imagine if there was just a warrior dev where the first thing they did was fix all of the warrior numbers on every weapon, right? Play Guardian and Druid. Yeah, so you're eating well. You're good, right? But like you can also say, like, recognize a little bit like, hey, it's cold out there, you know? But again, I think they're good devs. I'm not shitting on their balance team at all. I think they're good at what they do. Give them some time to cook. Like, if they weren't good at what they do, we would have gotten Spellbreaker 2, you know, Electric Boogaloo for Bladesworn, except it wouldn't be fun. I'm still playing this class, even though it's awful right now. It's fun, and that's the most important thing. Dragon Trigger 2 shouldn't have a delay, but it's still fun conceptually, right? It's not good, but that's just a numbers thing. That's always a numbers thing. When it stops being fun, I'll stop playing the class. And trust me, Dragon Trigger 2 made a lot of people quit, so I get it. My opinion is not the world's opinion. The weird thing, Maddie, is NG wasn't hot garbage, right? Like, NG was psychotic with End of Dragons. Like, it was almost ruining everybody else's gameplay. I think you're lagging out, sir. Like, everyone was like, Mechanist is ruining the world because it's too good. And Mechanist was quite clearly just supposed to be their first, like, Mechanist. Yeah, I think Rajam, you lagged out. Sorry about that, dude. Mechanist and Harbinger specifically were their big attempt at like, look, we need something other than Firebrand to do like everything in the game, right? I'm sorry, your internet died. I was there the other day. I'll be here. You can get back in. We need something other than like Firebrand to just do just like everything in the game, right? So they made Mechanist, which did it in a different way, more like on the pet way. And then they made Harbinger. And then arenanet did what they do to Mechanist, which is overreact and overcorrect a lot. And now almost nobody plays Mechanist in PvE because the leash is awful. So we'll see. We'll see, you know, next expansion, maybe they said they're not willing to shut the door on elite specializations yet. Maybe Warrior gets kits in the next expansion. Who knows, right? I'm not saying that would be good. I'm just saying interesting. More buttons, better. I was interested in playing Warrior, but I followed a guy on YouTube, and he is on the 16th video about how Warrior is bad, so I never tried. That's Chrono. Yeah, Chrono's always been good, which is interesting. That's a whole nother discussion. The only time Chrono, in quotes, wasn't good or fun to play was when you needed clones to start your PvE rotation. you couldn't self-shatter to start Continuum Split, which was awful, and they course-corrected on that in like 6 months. Yeah, Warrior has the fun factor, but a lot of its systems are really outdated, so Fornala. So, like, I joke about Staff being just every other Warrior weapon, but better. And if you don't need a burst skill, like you don't get one on Bladesworn, it literally is every other Warrior weapon, but better. Because the auto attacks hit for as hard as the Greatsword. They actually give you regen. It has more movement than the Greatsword does. No worries, dude. Hopefully you fix your internet. It has a pull, even with the Giant Telegraph. It ostensibly gives you 1 stack of unblockable if you use it in a weird way. And then it has a block that has a lower cooldown than the shield block that also blocks for your allies and heals. Like, it's literally every other weapon. I'm back, maybe. Let the devs cook even if it turns into charcoal? Yeah. But yeah, Mechanist never spec for me. Playstyles just way too. That's how a lot of Warrior players feel about Bladesworn, and that's why I kind of really give them credit for End of Dragon specs, because a lot of them are weird. And I really, 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 really like when anet tries weird stuff, even if it doesn't work. Like, the idea of tactical reload, reloading all of your ammunition skills, which is how a lot of Warrior stuff is balanced, is a really cool idea. It just doesn't jive well with the fact that 3 of those skills at the time were shouts that had ammunition that all turned into healing skills when you spec'd into tactics, because tactics hadn't been overhauled. So it's a really cool idea. It's just not balanced at all, because then your class mechanic becomes leveraged around this instead of this. You know, theoretically both should work together, but theoretically I should also be able to fly and have god powers, so no. I should also be able to speak German because I'm bad at training myself, right? So, who knows? Maybe in the future. And yeah, read what Sergio said, where they were like, let devs cook even if it turns into charcoal. I kind of... you can tell this wall fell down, by the way, because I got experience for it. I may have to turn my brain on for this boss, so apologies. Hello, sir. Oh, it's the Immobilized Druid. Hell yeah, I want a rematch against you. Absolutely, dude. We're gonna do this. Damn, he stunned me. That was nice. He knows what his buttons do. He's setting up for the immobilize really, really well. That was really good. This guy is actually a very good player, even if he's running a scumbag build. Oof. Wow, this is a lot of immobilize, this guy. Does he have like everything that immobilizes on Ranger? That's amazing. And I still can't enter Dragon Trigger. Oh, I actually did there. That was interesting. Ooh, another guy? That might be hard. Look at this, chat. Gameplay. Ooh, that was a lot. I have condition duration reduction food as well. To his credit, it worked. He got me. Bring the focus back if there would be new lead specs. Yeah, we'll see. This is a good example of my previous build that I was running would work better against that specific thing because it actually just removes immobilize, but doesn't give resistance. I could take the resistance trait too as well, I suppose. Need this and we need this. Chain this up, chat. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Go here and let's do this, I think. Yeah. To their credit as well, there's a lot of systems work that goes on behind the scenes with anet. Like, check this out, where it's actually just keeping my dies, right? If you didn't know, that was a huge issue for a really long time, where you would copy a build, even before the legendary armor, you would like save something or save some dies and try to transfer it over to new armor you equipped, and it just wouldn't save. So credit to where it's due, anet. Good job with that. Very, very big shout out for having dies actually transfer correctly most of the time, in my experience. Bring focus back. Will there be new elite specs? And please, Necro Shield. I really want the Dark Smile Shield on my main. They kind of, well, they don't have that, but like Sword 4 is very loud, if you know what I mean, Sergio. Like the like chomp. Very big and very loud and kind of as a smile, but I hear you. I'm always a huge fan of when arenanet tries like just insane crap. And if they do shovel some more money into this game, I really hope they get, you know, doesn't have to be me, doesn't have to be Captain Crapface, but I hope they hire another balanced dev. I just want more people working on it. I think that'd be sick. What is the least used weapon right now? You mean just like overall the Jesus. It's not greatsword, it's not sword because that's on everything now. Probably something weird like focus. Rifle has 2 classes I think that can use it. NG, warrior, mesmer. Rifle has 3. How many foci classes are there? Ellie, necro, mez. What else has focus? Focus. Foci might be tied. Focus might be tied. If I recall, a lot more things can use shield than I thought. All the caster classes. Is there anything else that can use it? Something weird. Guardian can. Yeah, it's rifle. Pistol was up there until like recently-ish. I'm not setting up my dragon triggers. Oh, fuck. Thief can use rifle. You're right. Damn it. Rifle 4, focus 4. Yeah, that sounds right. How many does longbow have? Guardian, warrior, ranger. Might be right. Yeah, I guess it's longbow. Everyone thought Ellie was going to get longbow, but that'd be like way too many skills, right? Right? I don't know. I think an Ellie with a longbow would be dope. Even if it gets like 60 skills on Weaver or whatever. My brain's straining. Yeah, I guess it's longbow. I think you're right. Torch. Torch is warrior, ranger, necro. Torch isn't like a whole spec though. It's kind of like the focus thing where they couldn't, unless you're going to do 2 dual wielding torches. No, torch is 4, right? Warrior, necro, mez, Ellie. No, Ellie still doesn't have torch. Huh. Guardian. Yeah. 4 for torch. And you should get weapon swap. Explain your reasoning. I think they could give NG weapon swap, but if they give NG weapon swap, it would have to be in a whole elite spec, and it would be the same thing if they gave Bladesworn weapon swap, where it would also apply a cooldown to their kits. All of NG is balanced around it not having weapon swap. The kits are actually good even if they're old. I agree with you. I play Bladesworn. I understand. I still think it's how the class is balanced, though. They would have to do a lot to give a weapon swap, I think. Or maybe they wouldn't. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe it's like, you know, I'm not the main character of existence. I'm not balanced king, even if I want to be, right? Like, maybe it's one of those things where they think it would be way overpowered and they add it back and no one actually cares. Kind of like Fast Hands on Warrior. Like, Fast Hands on Warrior is a really good example, and I think Captain Crapface illustrated this as well, of something that is so ubiquitously integrated to every gameplay of, like, every type of warrior, pretty much, except some Bladesworn where it's relevant right now, that making it baseline wouldn't change anything. Because you wouldn't run anything different. Other than the quality of life change. I don't know. I know a lot of really good NG players, and I have quite a lot of reservations about that. What's up, Clown? I think this is like the most people we've ever had hanging out. Welcome back, guys. Appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the streams, the news reports, and whatnot. It was awesome. Glad we're building our little cadre of roaming people. Sick. Feel like NG could get weapon swap. The kits don't feel that strong other than grenade. Elixir gun is unironically very good in World versus World for zerging. They're good for specific things, I would say. Maybe for like when you're just like building a roamer or like an open worlder. Grenade kit's really the only one that stands out. Toolkit is actually very good for what's it called, structured in certain builds. Maybe not right now, but Toolkit has a lot of really good buttons. Like Toolkit's skills are extremely low cooldown. They're good buttons. One of them's a block, which is crazy. I'm trying to think of a way that, yeah, I think they would have to do it like Bladesworn, where if they gave it weapon swap, it would almost be like attunements on Elementalist, where it would have access to its kits, but there would be a cooldown between swapping still, and then you could have things like Warrior Relic if you wanted to spec into that, decrease that. What's my opinion on Bomb Kit? Bomb Kit is for PvE. That's my opinion on Bomb Kit. One of the... Yeah, and then you have things like Hollow, right, that are just a kit in its of itself, which is how, kind of how the whole thing is like balanced and stuff. If independent of Hollow, I agree with you, but Hollow is way too good by itself because it's a super form you don't need to build. You can just go into it, and then you just need to not exist in it, right? Yeah, and Grenade Scrapper is like kind of insane. So if they gave it access to like Grenade Kit and Short Bow, and also whatever Grenade Scrapper runs, I'm assuming just like Mace Shield, it would be kind of unkillable because of the super speed. What's my opinion on Bomb Kit? That's the question I was answering. Yeah, and I'd be okay with 2 torches. I'd also be okay with double shield for warrior. I think that'd be sick. Realistically, I think, though, if they add more weapons, that's going to be underwater weapons. I've said that a lot. It's going to be... Everybody gets an underwater weapon on land, and it's going to be weird, and it's going to be great. I don't know how they do that for Ellie, but they'll manage. I have a feeling someone on their balance team likes Ellie. Yeah, the funny part about Bomb Kit is for a really long time, and this might still be the case, the best rotation on like Mechanist was just auto-attacking with Bomb Kit until they buffed the ever-loving balls off of Rifle. And that was when End of Dragons came out, and it did like 35k. Dude, Dual Shield Rifle, or like Mesmer or Dual Shield Warrior would be sick. It'd be like the Rampage build that I want to make, where you just run around the borderland punching and immobilizing people on Spellbreaker. You don't do any damage, they can't move. It's like that druid I fought. No, I already have a video on that, XP. Go watch it. That was one of my, like, formative, this game isn't balanced moments, and that's okay. I literally have a video on that. I can link it to you. Yeah, Warrior Landspear. I think, honestly, though, things won't be getting the weapons they already have. Like, Warrior would get Trident because it doesn't have that underwater. Or, like, Elementalist uses Trident, so it would get Spear Gun or Spear on land. Something like that, sort of complement its existing offerings. I also just think the code might work that way. Let me see if I can find this for you. Yeah. This is a really good example of, as much as we want to talk about, yeah, but it's not okay. I mean, telling me won't do anything. Tell arenanet. Ranger's the best, Mechanist the second best, everything else sucks comparatively. And Mechanist is nowhere close to how good Rangers is. Yeah, you still want the link? Alright, I missed that, sorry. Yeah, if anyone hasn't seen it, I made a whole... This was a really good community suggestion as well. Just looking at downstate skills and how they haven't touched them and how it was really weird. Like, I love to complain about Vengeful Return, which was like one of the worst traits and one of the most hilariously outdated traits compared to, even compared to something like dual wielding for a really long time. And then they finally took that away and the new trait isn't better, which is funny. But like, this is a really good example of how, you know, we can talk about balance till we're blue in the face, but until they fix stuff like this, the game's not balanced at all. Yeah, it's just weird. The bigger thing for PvP as well that gets me is like PvP just as a game mode is so swing heavy because when you get a kill, your entire team rallies. It's not just one dude like it is for World versus World, which basically means whoever gets the first kill in a team fight just wins, right? Which is really strange. It's so odd to me. Just the outdatedness of some systems that they could tweak like one number on and like make different, you know? I don't think it would be Spellcaster. I think it would just be a melee trident. They've proven that they're not going to give Warrior a ranged staff, which was my original... Okay, so for anyone who hasn't played the new God of War, Guy will differ with me on this, but it's sick. Go play it. And the spoilers, you get a spear that you can throw as your third weapon, right? I say new. It came out like 2 years ago. God of War Ragnarok. You get a spear that you can throw, right, as your third weapon. And I was really hoping that that's how Warrior Spear was going to function, or Warrior Staff was going to function, as like this infinitely thrown spear that's used primarily for break bar or stagger damage, which is what it is in God of War. So, you know, arenanet has a habit of copying other games or mechanics and stuff. I was really pulling for that. But I think if they just made Trident a thrown weapon with like chains on it or something that you could reel in, that'd be sick. You know? Yeah, and obviously focus fist weapons, a lot of people want that. I just don't know if it's literally within their coding to give like offhand weapons to main hands. Yeah, torch, focus, you know, stuff like that. Obviously very sick. I don't think they need to ever break immersion for warrior teleports, but I've been saying this since we saw Vindicator Gibbs. I think they need to give it something like a teleport, and I think this button right here is the perfect candidate for it. If you didn't know how Vindicators like dodge to space worked in the beta, when you pressed your Vindicator dodge, and like, you know, I can't obviously do it here unless I'm hacking, but you know, somehow speccing into Vindicator, but like whenever you pressed your dodge in the beta, it would shoot you up and it would ignore terrain pathing rather. So like I could use the dodge and then get up there, right? With Vindicator's dodge, because it would put me over that thing. So if it Stomp literally functioned like that, but still had its existing launch or a vertical launch like people want, so it just knocked you in the air, or, you know, and still had its other effects like granting stability, and was a stun break, it would be the perfect warrior teleport. You know? What you want is more coding time than doing an expansion? I don't think so. I think that those things already existed in the game, Hugo. Most of my ideas are drawn from things that at one point existed in the game. I like when they reuse stuff like, what's it called? The Berserker thing that is going on Arcane Wave. Sundering Leap, the little leap that's basically this animation as well. I like when they reuse stuff. But, and then, theoretically Arcane Wave will function like that on Ellie, but have little different effects. I'm not opposed to them shuffling stuff around like that. But I also try to think outside the box and think, okay, what did exist in the game at one point? What was cool and a unique interaction, so that we can use that without having to reinvent the wheel. I think that Ellie Pistol is a good example of how they reinvented the wheel when they may or may not have needed to. It's got a whole bunch of unique skills. It's got a whole bunch of unique animations. Cal clearly loves it, and that's where the, passion went into that. But, like, maybe it's just jealousy. Who knows? It's a good weapon. There's no denying that. Numbers tweaks, it'll be a great weapon. Just think about Thief using offhands as main hands. Yeah, it'd be sick. I'm trying to think what they could give Thief. Oh, there's Rush bugging out. They didn't fix it. We've confirmed, chat. Not till the 19th. Get our one skill fix. It's going to be great. There's going to be cake. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even think they need to give Thief a whole new, elite spec. They just need to give it a better offhand weapon. Like, if they had given Thief axe instead of just one main hand axe, it would have been so much better. I don't think that even hit him. Like, think about that, chat. Axe on Thief would have given them design space to... What's behind me? I saw some green glowing thing. Is there a Soulbeast down there? Okay, I'm just hallucinating Soulbeast. It's fine. That's about where I am with this anyway. Axe on Thief would have given them the opportunity to bolster Scepter support more. It still would have been under the like 19 skills Ellie got or whatever. I did the math earlier. It's like 14 or 13 or something, even with all the dual wielding. They would have still been able to do the axe thing. It just, like Hugo kind of mentioned, it probably just wasn't in their development budget, right? That's why I try to pull from... Ah, I was right. It was a ranger. Fuck me. I'm not on crack. Ranger wants none of this. He's like, I don't know what that class is. No one plays it. I'm out of here. Peace. Nope, he's back. All right, fine. Maybe he needed to switch weapons. Oh, it's the immobilized druid. Perfect, dude. That's what I wanted to fight right now. Well, I'm sure as shit not going to fight both of them. Oh, maybe I am. Who knows? Yep, that's 1500 range for 1200 range plus the AoE for no reason. Thank you, Taylor. Appreciate it. It's very mobile for a druid. Oh, good. A Willbender. I was worried. I'd like to play the game at some point, but I only have one stun break button, or only two, so, you know. One of them gives me stability, supposedly. I don't know. Arenanet things. Piercing Pebble does now pierce, and that is the most important thing they could have done. Again, I was stuck in not staff for that entire fight, because fuck Bladesworn. Oh, it's okay. He already beat me twice, but it was on a different build. I really wanted to fight him on this build, but I don't know if it would have made much of a difference. He clearly has quite specced into immobilized duration. Definitely a thing you can do on Druid. Very strong. I hope they get offhand focus. I hope Thief gets something fun like that. You want to fight me, Harbinger who has Blight? Damn it. Just short. Probably didn't even notice I was behind him. Cool, me too. I'm gonna be over here while that runs out. Okay, good talk. Am I down here now? I'm down here now. God damn it. Warrior things. This person wants to fight. Hell yeah. I'll take it. See if he has the unblockable trait thing on. He didn't. You knew what's going on. Can't tell if this person's good or if they're just a harbinger. Yep, he got me in the thing that CCs you 3 times in a row. It's too good. balance, chat. The amount of work I need to do to get this guy even sort of low. And I know what I'm doing on this build. Insane. Absolutely insane. Oh, now I'm down here. Hopefully he can rally off that thing. Insane, insane crap. He didn't have food. Or, like, utility food either. Clean slate. Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of why I wanted to pull the community's, like, perception on all this crap, right? Because I'm not opposed to weapons being insane, but I kind of don't want this to be a new normal, at least personally. Like, even with the amount of utility that Warrior Staff brings, I don't want these healing numbers to stay. Because, Lord, I can't kill Warriors. Like, the Warrior 1v1 is just pointless now. Hey, dude, you want to fight? I'll fight you out here. How did he take that? How did he take that? He's not blue. The shrine is blue. He shouldn't... Oh, no, that only affects the birds. Never mind. You saw the insane amount of work I have to do with, like, full infusions, a spec'd out build to even come close to, like, taking that Harbinger down because of the amount of regen they have, right? Shit needs balance, and it's just not getting it. That's why I just want, more than anything, just want more money to go to their balance team. I'd love if they could balance world versus world around roaming engagements, too. It's not gonna happen. I'd love it. But in the meantime, I'll enjoy my little clockwork scythe skin. I can't talk today. I apologize, chat. Yep, can't kill that. God can't kill that thing right now. It's righteously Ignatius. Indignatius? Indignatius. Alright, I believe I can close this alt. We have sent out all of the money for tonight. It's been awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where they go from here. I'd really like more sigils instead of more relics. I think we've kind of exhausted relics. I'd like them to balance the ones we have and, like, bring some of them down or up, as it were. Also, that thing, Dragon's Tooth, needs to go. The fact that it forces a dodge is ridiculous. I wish I had a button on Warrior that just forced a dodge from another class. That would be amazing. It's interesting that they're making the Revenant Hammer track a little bit, but not the whole way of Dragon's Tooth, so they, like, know it's a problem. But I'm excited for the 19th. I'm excited to see what stays, what goes, see if Alacrity on Bladesworn or Willbender lives. Got a backup build, even if they dumpster Bladesworn Alacrity, although it'll kill most of my ideas, so we'll see. TBD. Again, ideas, arenanet, if you're dreaming this, put Gunsaber here, or give us back and give him the spec weapon swap, or a million other things that I've written in my posts. But I'm not a balance dev, so you probably know better than I do. Maybe. Probably. Maybe. Alright. What was the actual good idea I had? I don't want them to just give us back our burst skills. I think that doesn't solve anything. I would hate that. That's probably what they'll do. Yeah, if you gave us Gunsaber on, like, the elite skill, or just gave us back weapon swap with a shared cooldown of swapping into Gunsaber, I think that would be fine. Also, this delay on Dragon Tiger 2 needs to go. This thing is stupid. They didn't even increase the tooltip, chat, when they added that. It's really just... Oh my god. Because that still says 1 second. This still says 1 second. And this still says 1 second. And I have some news for you, chat. That's not 1 sec or 1/2 second. And it also isn't affected by quickness. Dragon Slash is like the one of the skills, if not the only skill I've seen in the game that you cannot increase the cast time with quickness. Which seems oddly specific. I'll fight you. Fight me. Fight me. Fight me. Glowing cat man. Good dead eyes, so you're just gonna stealth out of here even if I get you off your mounted cheating machine. I don't know. Do people like cats in World vs. World? I really don't. But I think there's potential for them to be good. I just think don't like the implementation that they're in right now. I would rather they move faster but only have 3 packets of health that they could take. Because there's no counterplay to the thing like we saw before where I was just running away and the guy just got on his cat and kept me in combat with the spear. I don't know if that's something they want or not. Just seems undesirable to me and unnecessary. But I'm also a biased-ass roamer. I definitely like the skins. Skins are dope. This thing is awesome. Shogun cat. Yeah, if you have ideas for balanced discussions, you at home typing that angry comment to me, even your opinion matters. Except it's... I want to say this in the politest way possible, and no one's opinion matters, but your ideas matter. So let me know what you want to see on the channel as far as balanced vids go, discussions that we can have. Hop in, win some gold. Even if you don't agree with me, I welcome alternate viewpoints almost all the time. I respond to pretty much everything at least once, so your opinion will be heard here, even if it's terrible. So keep that in mind. Don't like mounts in World vs. World. Yeah, final. The answer was to make Dragon Slash 2 have a smaller AoE or do less damage. It wasn't to make it have a different cast time and the same animation as all the other slashes. They just looked at which slash was being used the most in PvP and nerfed it in the most egregious way possible. Yeah, Ares, I'm with you. I don't either. But again, I don't want to just have people parrot my opinions at me. I mean, if you agree, that's fine, but I don't want to live in an echo chamber, let's put it that way. Don't find that healthy. So if other people disagree, I'd like to know why. Because alternate viewpoints are good. But cats added a lot to World vs. World, but the fact that they still are like sick and have the weird barrier thing, I'm not a fan of. I actually love gliding, so I'll disagree with you there. There we go, we can differ in opinion. I think gliding's sick. I think the way they did gliding is a lot more thought out than cats, where you can only glide in your territories. I think that's awesome. I don't have a stacking sigil right now. Yeah. The heft is good. I almost wish, though, final, that they had added the delay to all of the other weapons, or all of the other slashes, in addition to the 2. Like, if they want to just, it's casting too fast, like, add it to all of them. The way they did it was the most idiotic thing, where it's kind of a buff for you. You saw it even when I was fighting that druid, where no one has any idea when the fuck to dodge when they're fighting you, because they all have the same animation but different cast times. So it'll do the little flash where you're supposed to dodge. People will know the timing for Dragon Slash 2 or 1, dodge accordingly, and then get hit by question mark because they didn't pick the right slash, right? So it's like the worst feeling buff for both you and your opponent because there's no counterplay. So it's decisions like that when I get pissed off at arenanet, when it's like, dude, come on, play your class. Somebody there designed this. They know. Unless it was literally just a holding pattern to give them, like, room to, you know, we don't want anyone playing this in PvP right now. We need to figure it out and redo it. But I also have eyes and a brain. But, like I said, let them cook. We'll see what they do. Don't count arenanet out yet. Game's still good. It's still going. Getting 2 more expansions at least. And I want to bring a positive attitude to that, so we shall see. What's the food I was using on the spelled chat? It was weird. It was this. I need to buy more of this. You're like the door pulling on the cat. Interesting. Yeah, the door pulling is unique and, like, nobody uses it, right? Wow, that's expensive. Why is lucent oil so expensive? That's kind of butt. I'll buy these 4 that are cheaper. Put in some buy orders. I bet this is a bitch to craft. taking this tower now, chat. Got scared off earlier. It's happening. It's so weird you can still weapon swap, but not weapon stow cancel like the rush ability on staff. I think it's a nerf, like the 2-minute to some skills so people don't use them. Yeah, I think they're just trying to like figure it out, right, Hugo? Because I won't deny that Dragon Trigger 2 has problems. Like one of the biggest problems with this, even with the shorter hitbox, is the lingering hitbox. Where you would dodge. So you see this with things like Arc Divider when they nerfed it. People think that they arenanet just like took the fun off Arc Divider. The problem with them taking the fun off like the triple spin off Arc Divider is it was a good change, but they didn't add like unique interactions back on anything. So the fun got nuked, right? Because Arc Divider's still a good button. The thing with Arc Divider doing 3 spins is it's kind of an endurance check where even if you dodge, you're still going to get hit by one of the spins. And arenanet, above all other things on their balance team, if there was one commandment at the top of everything that you need to keep in mind, is that dodge needs to counter almost anything in the game. Which is why Dragon Truth tracking is, in quotes, okay in their Bible, because the answer is press your dodge button. The thing with Dragon's Tooth is it forces a dodge so that you can then just get nuked from space by the rest of the Ellie kit. That's neither here nor there, but the problem with Gunsaber 2 is they were trying to add dodge to be able to counter the Dragon Slash. The problem with adding a delay to only this button, of course, is what I described earlier, is watch the delay on this. You have no earthly clue which slash a Bladesworn just used. So if I had dodged early, like it had been a normal Dragon Slash there, I would have gotten hit thanks to the delay they added. If I had dodged late, thinking that it was the Dragon Slash 2, I still would have gotten hit. So it's even more of a crapshoot for your opponent. And if they add a delay to the other 2 slashes, they know that everybody will riot. Because adding a delay to this is really stupid. And I say that now with full confidence that they will do that. Like arenanet, look, if you're going to add a delay to the other 2 Dragon Slashes, for the love of God, please, 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 let quickness affect it. There. 2 people again. At least I'm in staff this time. I have a snowball's chance of getting away from this immobilized druid and his, like, cadre of idiots. Because immobilized druid is a thing that's still allowed to exist. I can't have Daring Dragon. Or even Dragon Slash 2. Oh, man. It's a lot. Oh, yeah. It's sick. And it's sick for having, like, 1 frame of animation, Ares. Like, there's a lot of small animations that go into Gunsaber. There's little shells that actually pop out. My gripe with the animation with Dragon Trigger, again, is why can't this be where you pull it off when you, like, draw it? You have to pull it off your back. 2, why can't this literally be like the weapon stow thing? I know it's because it's a kit, fine, whatever. But also, lastly, this is the only unique animation, and it was neither fixed and then it was reused for Necromancer. Here's another problem, chat. If you didn't know, this like glowing thing where you're accumulating power or loading bullets doesn't stop when you stop loading bullets. So there's no visual tell for your opponent that your Dragon Slash is ready. That would be much better and actually add more counterplay than adding a delay to Dragon Slash 2. Also, this animation was literally reused on Shiro's appearance package Gem Store blades, so anything, including a Bladesworn, can just have this going all the time, which makes it look like a visual bug. Why? Why would you do that? Just taking jealousy out of it and having my animations reused feeling like garbage, why would you do that when the entirety of the balance of the PvP of the class is geared around dodging this and adding counterplay to be able to do that? And I understand, gem store items are necessary. Great. Color it a different color. Do anything with it. It's so weird. It might even be in the gem store right now. I might be able to show this off. Hold on. Oh, I can just pull it up from the bank. Here we go. Hey, you're back, Ridgem. Welcome, welcome back. Shiro. Check this out, chat. Have you seen that animation before? Oh, I'm dying. Cool. You know, like, finish killing me or what? How am I still snap to targeted? It's fine, I'll kill him in a sec. I was trying to show something off. Very rude. And walk up. Don't attack him. There you go. That's what he gets. Oh yeah, the new benches from Snow Parrots are amazing. You should see what they have to run on Cirrus. The crazy thing, Natty, is Cirrus is balanced around those. So like, how are they gonna nerf the benchmarks if they don't nerf Cirrus? Or sorry, Temple of Fabe, spoilers. See you, dude. Don't attack me when I'm AFK. But yeah, have I, check this out, chat. The animation, like, look familiar to you at all? Seen that anywhere? Maybe on, like, a weapon that you need to counterplay? Like, really hard? No, me neither. Just weird. That was their only unique animation. That and this. And that's now on Necromancer and even cooler. And also paths correctly. Weird arenanet things. And again, idea of the class, very cool. Like, check out this. Check this out. Watch the shells. Oh, I'm in the grass. You might not be able to see them. If you slow this down, so VOD viewers slow this down, watch. There's like little shells that pop out at the end of the Dragon Slash. It's amazing. Yeah, Ranger Mazes do 47. Netty. I remember when 25k was enough, like, was like too much, and they needed to nerf stuff. I was testing base Condi Ranger back in the day, and it was a chore to get 23, and that's how original raids were balanced. I'd like people to be able to do the content, but if they're gonna do that, like, doing 47k or whatever shouldn't be the norm, especially for things like Temple of Fabe, because then you're just not gonna ever nerf Temple of Fabe. Maybe they've just legitimately given up, right? Hey, dude, what's up? He's mad. Alright, I get it. And I can keep you alive. I have warrior support skills. Don't attack him. That was my bad. Alright, I'll turn my brain on. Fine. Auto attack him to death. He's trying. He's trying to live the Spellbreaker dream. I agree with him. I like it. Running his greatsword, dagger, shield. If you ran a staff, you probably would have killed both of us. Spellbreaker's still great. And be careful, he spawns right there, and he's gonna come back. I guarantee it. I'm still gonna read this though. Adds tension. I may have to pull off though. If I see him approaching. Try to kill them over here. Ruby was such a good show. Magical soundtrack for what they paid the artists. Basically nothing. So good. Yeah, I don't know what they want to do with PvE balance. Again, more transparency and more interviews. That's why I really, really want to praise them for doing the one interview that Josh did. It's really good. There he comes. Hang on. You're right there. Why, dude? Gonna auto attack him to death. No, I'm not. There's a scout here. Kind of a problem. Man has a lot of CC. A lot of CC, sir. He did it! He lived the dream. I probably shouldn't have been auto-attacking him for like half that fight. I'm proud of him. Guts. You're not useless. You're new. I wasn't taking this seriously at all. I wanted to give him a win. Am I gonna get the vengeance proc? I did. Now we get to have our 1v1. Hell yeah. Oh really? I didn't have Aegis up there. Cats ruin everything, chat. What the fuck was that interaction? Okay, I'm definitely lagging here. That was good. That was good. You got me. Cat ruined it though. Damn, he mad. I should have just kept chasing him. Shouldn't have let him get on his cat. Get this ward. Thanks for the save. It's funny. Oh, you even got the camp. Not really, Ares. I thought we were fighting and he ran away and got on his cat. I was gonna let him like reset and he came back in. He's gonna play like that, like anything goes, then I'm just gonna kill him next time. He's trying to be nice. I have to stop like being nice when I play this game. It's one of my problems with it, like whenever I used to play League of Legends, I'd be like, oh, they're losing, I'll let them like farm a little, and then I'll get like rolled by people who take it way too seriously, and I'm like, well, probably shouldn't have let him get ahead. It is what it is, though. He's still doing really well with Dagger, Shield, Spellbreaker, though. And no, Rygem, you're not useless at all. You're just new and don't know what stuff does. So it all is all good. I'm actually really liking this build that I came up with, like alt one we started with. Don't give up on builds either, chat. Don't give up in game modes. Don't give up on builds. Kandi Engie Shortbow build when? I don't know. When they give Soulbeast to Engie, Laser Monkey. Because I know you don't mean Shortbow. Shortbow's awful. I don't know. Maybe. In order to swing Kandi Engie Shortbow, you would need something. Dang, he's back on Berserker. I wonder if this is what's his name? The one guy that does nothing but play warrior. 80. Dang, we have the aggro of like everything here. Almost. Gonna be back in a second. Free flowing cape in the game looks great. I really like the decade cape that they put in the game. I think it's sick. This one. The one that looks like the Marine's cape from One Piece. As soon as they put capes in the game, I was like, okay, Marine's cape won, and then they did it, and I was so happy. So again, give arenanet time to cook. Have faith. Change up the song a little bit. Oh, he's back. Good luck playing Bladesworn, dude. It's awful. I'm proud of you that you can play every warrior thing. Very cute. Dang, he's got Rampage on. I would like to not have, what's it called? Snap to target at some point on tonight. Yeah, it's off now. That's weird. Yep, snap to ally target is on, that's why. It's a different button. No, Bladesworn's bad, dude. Don't play it. Good for him for taking the 3v1, though. I'm anticipating a whisper about now. I need to figure out how to toggle off snap to allied target, though, chat. Right, Jem, can you come here and stand next to me? Toggle snap ground target, toggle snap target, ally targeting mode, toggle ally targeting mode. We're gonna bind this to something weird. That's okay. sorry. We're not going to bind it to stop playing music. Here he comes again. I'm going to... I don't know. You want to fight this guy again? I'll 1v1 him. I think he wants a 1v1. I need music though, chat. It's a problem. There we go. I have music now that I've been, like, hurt a bunch. Perfect. He's got a buddy. You might want to kill the buddy. I bet he called his friend because he's mad. I have to fix my keybinds though. Oh, you guys went down. That is a Trailblazers Chronomancer. Dang, a third person. It's too good. It's too good, Jet. Cats ruin everything. So I can look at chat in a second. See how bad he wants a 1v1. You gonna fight me or what? There's the whisper. Okay, give me this. Hang on, I got this. It's very inappropriate. Whew, yeah, Decade Cape. It's like Decade Guild and Decade Wars. Oh, bro, man. Sorry. That was great. He's gonna be back, though. This is very rude, dude. This is a good fight. I don't know why you gotta be mean about it. Some people, like, attach so much self-worth to the stupidest things, chat. And these people can't do push-ups, and that's why it's important to go to the gym. That was great, though. I can catch up on chat now. Sorry, I've been very unengaging, but that was a really solid fight. But that's what gives you an idea of what warrior fights are like. Replace PS on Condi Hollow with short bow and fill up the downtime grenade. Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna go to EBG for a little bit. Oh, we can't. Well, it's past midnight, chat. What do you guys want to do? Go try to take airkeep or something. Whoa. Ooh, took a lot of brain effort. And that was on Spellbreaker too. Go back and look at that fight. Learn from it. Let's see here. Oh, gem store update tomorrow. I forgot to look at the data mine. We could do that to end the stream. Ooh, Through the Veil has ended. Interesting. Thought Through the Veil ended forever ago. Let's check out these data mines, chat, and end our stream there. Thank you for joining, everybody. Appreciate it. We've had a good time hanging out, chatting, watching duels. It was fun. You can't take that stuff personally, though, if it happens to you. Don't get discouraged, Rajem. That guy, literally, I have a feeling he does nothing but play Spellbreaker. So, keep plugging at it. You're new, you're learning, you're figuring out your build. It's important to have other hobbies and be able to touch grass occasionally. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, Banner of Knowledge. This must be... here. Let's put these in chat here. We already have this one. I'm not in a squad. Well, I can put it in party chat. I will link what I am looking at, chat. This is that shaman's website. Ooh, that's gotta be a Cirrus reward, right? No trail on it, though. If you didn't know, that shaman does really dope data mines just about every patch, so go check these out. They're pretty sick. You don't know what's going on. We already looked at the obsidian. That is definitely a thing. Looked at the reclaimed mounts. Sky Sages? Sky Sages looks like a thing that's in the game. Trapper Fur Cape. This might be your cape that you're looking at. Or you're looking for. Baggy cargo pants. These are actually dope. These sound awesome. Hang on. We got two more little gem store items. We have all the pants this week, chat. I like the cargo pants. Yeah, check these out. Oh, those are sick. Actual pants on chicks. Those are neat. I approve. They're almost Dante's pants, if Dante's pants weren't already in the game for Rangers, right? Let's check out this cape here. Ooh. That's a fuzzy boy. That's a fuzzy boy. Alrighty, chat. I'm exhausted, need more food. I've been trying to not miss my calorie days. So thank you for joining. Again, Congrats to all our winners. We had a bunch of winners tonight. Kind of balances out what we haven't had. Again, shout out to our winner who won Dawn the other night. Really good big giveaway. I will be back on Wednesday, probably for some theory crafting, support builds and whatnot. 9 Eastern, 2 hours after reset. YouTube and Twitch. Hit us up, come hang out, come roam around with us. Probably just theory crafting and building stuff for that stream, but we'll see. We'll be back roaming soon enough. And yeah, keep an eye on Anet's balance for lots of discussions and fun going forward. It's a good time to be a Guild Wars 2 player. But yeah, cheers. Have a wonderful night, everybody. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any questions on the VOD, let me know as well. And I will see you guys in Tyria. Peace out.